All right, we live, man. We live, y'all.
Yeah.
This it's a game of matchups. That's the name of the pod. So,
Mavs
what's
got
up?
robbed. The Mavs got
Now,
robbed.
this one was more like I said, I had wanted to discuss with you before that we didn't get a chance to. The whole I had screenshotted something you said about the shit that you were upset about with Embiid and how he doesn't take advantage like Joker does. How it's clear how Joker makes sure he dominates the paint. Right? Hold on. I'm just I could read it verbatim.
Nah, I know what you're talking
Essentially, you
about.
said,
I
yeah,
know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Jokic has a different skill set from Embiid. He had a different matchup, but ain't, and then blah blah blah. Embiid dealing with Robin out, but I think Jokic is clearly committed using his strengths in the paint, and it shows in his efficiency. When Joe was right in saying this goofy motherfucker might have the best floater, but you can't tell me if Embiid wanted to spend more time in the paint. There's anybody that can keep him from there, and it won't reflect in his efficiency and effectiveness overall.
Damn, that nigga
Right?
was spitting, yo. Who said that? Cheese.
And Ops was mad that day, man. He came with the full fucking yeah. But not Ops. I just had some, you know, I wanted to say this, right? I I have to take back something I said. I realized,
Yep.
and I'm
One,
not gonna
two.
say.
1, 2. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, brother. We can hear you.
Say
The
Yeah.
less. Say less.
cameraman.
What up?
Live
What
in
up, Cheese?
action.
What's the topic? What's the topic, man? I heard Cheese was talking, so what's up? What's up? What's Cheese
I
saying?
Nah,
like it.
nah,
uh,
cheese just going
just
into.
something about Jokic, going back to Jokic and Embiid that Lou had brought. I'm not Lou. That Ops had brought up last week, Lou. That I didn't get to talk about before we get to the Heat and Celtics.
Okay.
Um, you
Yeah, go on.
know, who's that? Me?
Nah, you
No,
good.
no,
You
boy,
good.
good.
So Ops, about what you said, right? I watching this playoff run for the Nuggets. I think at its simplest form, I agree with you, right? Embiid is dominant in skill and in size and uh, physical attributes and skill. So at that point, I agree with you. Can he dominate down low like the Joker does? Yes, for sure. The only thing I want to discuss with you, based on what I've seen in the playoffs from him so far, is he does things that affect that efficiency that is not so simple as Embiid just get down there and make shit happen like Joker does. That's the little part I want to discuss with you. That quite frankly, I really didn't know prior to watching him in the playoffs in this run. Um, One of the things right away that I noticed watching him that gets him a lot of easy scores. Ops, I'm gonna be real with you. I never seen a slow, fat white guy that runs the floor as hard as he does and beats people up the floor consistently. So in that aspect alone, I don't think Embiid's gonna match that efficiency part, right? Like this guy, every game I watch, he gets 2 or 3 layups where he's beating motherfuckers up the court after the rebound. He outlets it, gets it to a guard, and once he runs the floor so hard, he seals. You know how like the small guys are usually the first ones back. Oh, he seals the motherfuckers. It's over before the play started. Easy. So that was one thing that I was like, wow, this guy's impressive. The other part, Ops, that I want to go over with you, the part that I don't feel is that simple, is that Joker does such a good job. I realize this playoff run passing the ball that it's they don't play how the Sixers play, and I'm sure you guys all know that. Like Embiid is the offense, right? Like when his sets are created mid post, turn and face, you're gonna do something. A lot of Joker's production to me is not that. Like it's more so they run their sets, they run pin downs for him where he comes wide open, or a lot of high pick and roll where when he rolls and they have to switch, he seals the switcher instantly. Um, Once he does get the ball in the post, if they send a double team at him, this is the most important part to me. he makes the right fucking read ops 9 out of 10 times. It's like crazy to me watching. Like, I was ignorant. I'll be the first to tell you, I was so ignorant to that. He almost makes it obsolete that you can double team him consistently because he makes his teammates a factor on every single play. And not a lot of people, I think, watching the game really understand that part. He makes other guys with those backdoor cuts, handles, he makes them a factor to the point that you have to respect his teammates for how good and how fast he gets them the ball. That, to me, allows him to be able to work one-on-one a lot of the time and dominate. That part, I don't think Embiid got. Like, Embiid's so good, he's a scorer. Can he dominate again like Joker does down low? Yes. He doesn't pass the ball with the efficiency and the quickness that Joker does. Therefore, that's going to impact how much double teams you see in the game. So those were just little details that I wanted to discuss with you that I felt kind of impacts what you were saying in terms of the sheer domination down low. And then two, Ops, the last thing I was going to tell you, I'll be the first to say, I've told you guys for a while, if it was up to me, I'd rather start my team with a wing player, right? A dominant, versatile player, a Jaylen Brown, a Jason Tatum, those kind of guys. I'm going to be real with you, Ops. When it comes to the Joker, I was wrong. I can look at him and take him. Like, why? I was very ignorant in assuming.
Over a perimeter player?
Yeah, for sure. And I'm going to tell you why. And what I'm saying, I'll be real with you, does not apply to Embiid. Embiid's a great player. I'll still take a wing player over him, not the Joker. And I can tell you why. Just, again, I was ignorant before. I'm the first one to admit that, or when I feel I'm wrong. I was ignorant to the fact that I just assumed that the Joker played a certain way. Like, dominated the low mid post moves, areas that I always tell you that's kind of easy to defend, double team, recover this and that. This playoff run showed me that I was way wrong. What Joker does when I watch him play, he plays modern basketball. He just does it at such a high fucking level that there's just, like, he runs a lot of his shit. They run his high pick and roll. He sets the offense at the top of the screen, at the top of the high post. If you don't play him, he knocks down the three. Simple. If you are playing him tight, that opens up the backdoor cutting when he hits the guy 9 out of 10 times. A lot of pick and roll, it's underestimated how fucking good he is in the pick and roll, just setting picks for Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray, motherfuckers, they're going under the screen because he seals 2 motherfuckers every play. Like, he's playing modern basketball. And then on the pick and roll, when they switch, he just dominates the matchup. It's just 2 dribbles, quick floater, quick hook. Nothing about his game is like a traditional center, what I call it. Like an Embiid where it's get the ball on the block, like dominate. He dominates modern era style basketball with the way he plays. And that to me was incredibly impressive. I was ignorant in that part, just assuming he played like a traditional big. So that's all I wanted to tell you, Ops. You know, I usually stick to my input about that, but seeing this guy, how he plays, I was wrong. Like, he's showing you firsthand, like, no, this guy dominates playing the modern style. He's just so incredibly efficient and makes his teammates a threat every play, which allows him to be a threat. It's greatly fucking impressive to watch, man. I'll be real with you.
No, I think, yeah, and I don't know if you can see, but I actually have the highlights up of his 53 points against the Phoenix. Yeah. Like, I think, you know what I'm saying, to your point about you would take, like, Jokic is one guy that you would take over a wing. It's kind of like at the end of the day, like, the dude, he's pretty much playing like a wing. Like, realistically, you know what I'm trying to say? Based on everything that you explained, obviously he's spending most of the time in the paint, but, like, as far as, like, the way he's affecting the game, you know what I'm saying? He's bringing the ball up the court sometimes.
Yeah.
And obviously his playmaking ability, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, he's – and it's not like a lot of his playmaking comes from, like, the low post. Like, he's playmaking from, you know what I'm saying, like, close to the perimeter. Maybe not from the three-point line, even though he does that as well. But he's, you know what I'm saying, from, like, just kind of, like, that high high elbow area,
Yeah,
free throw line area. He's making a lot of plays from that area. So
off the high pick and roll. Again, that's modern basketball. Still
yeah,
creating spacing for your team. That's the part. Just watching this playoff run that I'll be the first. I was wrong, bro. I just thought, oh, this nigga drops 30, gets it on the block, they run his offense. That's not the offense they run at all. Like, I was like, wow, I'm fucking ignorant. Like, no, this guy, like Ops, when
Yeah,
they
they run the
give it to
pristine
him,
offense, D. They run the
the
pristine, the
pocket
motion
pass.
pristine offense. Yeah.
Yeah, but even such little details, like he catches that pocket pass Ops, and Draymond's really good with the extra hockey assists off the pick. Yo, he hits the right guy again 9 out of 10 times. It's an easy assist to the corner. He just makes the right play every time, and that just keeps the defense off of him. It makes it real hard to double team, and nah, man, it's incredibly impressive. But yeah, Ops, so. Yeah, he doesn't fit in that for me anymore. Where I used to feel that way. I still feel that way, but not when it comes to him. Like that guy's special, man.
so let me
But
so let me
yeah,
ask you this, and maybe Jokic, like I said, was a bad example for like a guy who's like a big who's just committed to spending his time in the paint getting buckets and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, it's just like I don't. If you look around our league, like there's not really many dominant bigs. You know what I'm trying to say? It's really only
no, of course
Embiid,
not. It's a different
Jokic.
game.
It's a different
It's a
game, so you don't
yeah,
really
for sure,
have much of it. You know what I'm trying to say? But obviously, I just
for
always like
sure.
to stress. I always like to stress the theory, maybe not necessarily theory, but just like the philosophy that when you do have a guy like that who's even though we're in a different game, like if there was a Shaq in this era,
Yeah,
like different game or not, bro, like at the end of the day, like you have to take advantage of that. You feel me? Like you have to take advantage of that, and that's obviously that's a disappointment with a guy like Embiid. But what I wanted to ask you was,
do you think
and
so
that's
though? He's an MVP. He dropped 30 a game. I don't think it's necessarily a disappointment. You mean a disappointment in terms of his playoff success?
yeah,
Because again, he was the MVP. He dropped 30.
yeah, no, disappointment in terms of his playoff success because obviously, he did
Okay.
average third. He led the league in scoring, you know what I'm trying to say. But even if I pull up most of his shot charts throughout the season, like that game against the Celtics towards the end of the season when he had 50, I think James
Yeah.
Harden was out or Jaylen Brown was out, and he had 50. It was just that all of his shots were falling. Like the little mid-range shot was falling, and
Yeah,
that's
I
all
remember the
fine.
game. I watched it.
And that's
Yep.
all fine and dandy. But at the end of the day, if you know what I'm saying, when we get to the playoffs, and to your point, like they're sending doubles, they're sending Al and Rob at him, in that mid post or that high elbow, and you're still trying to settle for fadeaway jump shots, and you're 7 feet, 300 pounds. It's like, I'm trying to say, like at some point, you know what I'm saying, like you can take the shot. It's a modern NBA, right? You have to take the shot. You have to create the spacing, right, to allow James Harden to get to the basket, to allow these guys to operate like Jokic does for his guys, like just still creating the
That
spacing. But at the end of the day, my thing is, I like, and this is and these things usually only happen in playoff basketball because there's a high
yeah.
leverage moment. Like we have to win this game. You know what I'm trying to say? It's not the regular
I don't.
season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let me finish, right? It's not the
Yep.
regular season. It's you know what I'm saying? We're a better team than a lot of the Hawks and a lot of these other teams. So we're going to win 50, 60 games. We're going to get into the playoffs. If we play a certain way, we lose playing that way, whatever, for the most part throughout the course of the season, it's going to equal enough wins that we'll get to the playoffs and we're good. But now we're in the playoffs. Now we got to, now teams are preparing a lot differently.
Now
They're
it's
keying in
matchups.
on us. We have to
Now
switch
it's
things
like
up. So it's matchups. Exactly. It's matchups. So my problem is, when I'm watching a
style of play.
game six with the Celtics and the Sixers when they let that game get away. Like, bro, Jason Tatum is cold. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got him. They're up like 4 points. At that point is when now you got a big and like you can hit the jump shots. That's what you was doing throughout the course of the season. But it's like the point I was talking about, kind of sidetrack a little bit, but with Justin Herbert, where it's like, okay, I'm gonna play this way throughout the course of 48 minutes, right? Or let's say 44 minutes. Let's put or what football 60 minutes. I'm gonna play this way throughout the course of 50 minutes, where if my running back is there in the flat, I gotta take the running back. Like I gotta, there's just certain things that I gotta take when the defense gives it to me. But now in these high leverage moments, when you know what I'm saying, when the rubber needs to meet the road, I can't play the game like a robot no more. I can't just take what the defense gives me. I gotta make sure I get what I want, not what the defense giving me. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's what I'm talking about. Justin Herbert is like, damn, you can't take Austin Eckler. And I know to your point, I'm just using this as an example. I know you say, yo, but we don't have the personnel to get behind guys or to, you know what I'm saying? So we we throw to the running back. That's just kind of the offense. So I'm not speaking about how the Chargers rosters is thing, but I just need Justin Herbert.
I remember what you said before about Herb. I understand what you're trying to say.
I need niggas to just check in and understand the moment and know no, fuck, if Eckler's there, I know he might get tackled before the first. I got to find a better play like a Patrick Mahomes does, which is why Patrick Mahomes just seems to you know what I'm saying, be there. So point, Embiid, it's 86-83. We're at game 6. You got to win this game. You cannot go back to Boston, bro. You're going to lose game 7. Get your ass in the post. It just for hook a crook, get to the foul line. Because, geez, that's what he did throughout the course of the year. He was at the foul line. He averaged 12 foul shots a game. He averaged 5 against the Celtics. You know what I'm trying to say? Get in the post, force Robert Williams, force these niggas to foul you. He's just too much of a physical presence, and you can't do nothing about it. So I just need niggas to take advantage of that. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah.
So
what's
the difference between? What's the difference between
talking? I have rebuttals to that though, Ops. Just go ahead.
No, yeah. So my rebuttal is so you think if Embiid played how you wanted him to play, Ops, he'll be better for his team in the way he plays in the playoffs, than Embiid? I mean, than Joker.
Will he be better better than Jokic at the end of the day?
Will he be not better because they're both nasty, but a bigger factor to his team than
No,
Jokic?
I don't know if he'll be a bigger factor because Jokic is, you know what I'm saying, to T's point, his skills, this nigga is literally bro, it's sublime. You know what I'm trying to say? His skills are literally sublime. The motherfucker, I honestly think that he might really have the best float in the game. He's one of the best passers in the game. So there's a whole bunch of shit that he can do well. So it's hard to compare. But I definitely think Embiid will be better than the version of the Embiid that we're getting in the playoffs now. And I think he definitely would have more success. They would have beat the Celtics if he just understood in high leverage moments, I have to make sure I cannot settle for a jump shot. I'm too big. I'm too stronger than these guys. I cannot settle for a jump shot. He's an 86% free throw shooter. Get in the post. You're going to get fouled, bro. They cannot keep you from there. He's too much of a physical presence. You know what I'm trying to say? You got to take advantage of that. Like I said, my example with Joker is just the fact. It's just a simple fact that, when I look at the shot chart, obviously there's intricacies when you watch the game, but the nigga don't shoot outside of the paint. He just does it. He does it. He has a commitment, and bro, he's smaller than fucking thing. Okay, Cheese, it's harder to double him because of the way he passes.
It comes as a result of the offense, though. See what you're telling yourself now? That's what I tried to tell you. Yes, Embiid doesn't play the same way as Joker's production. Really, that's what's impressive, that it comes as a result of the offensive execution. Whereas Embiid, the offense, he is the offense. That mid-post area, turn and face, go score. That's different, Ops.
Okay, now let me ask you this. Do you all right, go out.
So this is This is, I don't know if you guys are comparing. The point is that Jokic is the best player and the best center or the best in the league because the way he plays,
that's not what we're doing.
The way he gets. Oh yeah. But whatever you're pointing at, I do agree with Diomar. And just because I said it from the get, I wouldn't want my best player to be a center like Embiid. I said that from the get. Diomar's making some points that I would make if I had to be the reason why. So you saying that Embiid, he's not so Embiid. So the fouls are different. So those little sloppy fouls that you get in the regular season, they're not calling that shit. They didn't call that shit for James Harden when he was playing. James Harden's flopping everywhere. They're on and off with that with the flopping shit. That's one. So the reason why he's not getting to the foul line as much as before, that might be it. And two, I think Embiid is just Embiid. I'm not saying Embiid is not a good passer, but Embiid just struggles passing off the double team, man. I think Can Embiid put up points at a higher clip than Jokic? Sure, but you can't double team Jokic because he already knows the play before it's coming. So you can't double. If once he's in a block, it doesn't seem like he's getting doubled. Jokic gets doubled a lot. It just doesn't seem like he gets doubled. You know why? Because the pass is already out. By the time the double team's getting there, the pass is already going out. So you can't double a person like that. And the reason why I feel like Embiid struggles in the playoffs is because he doesn't want to be in the post because it's harder to kick the ball out when you're getting double.
Thank you. I'm going to get to that.
Embiid rather get it from the 3-point line, attack from the 3-point line because you can see the double coming from the 3-point line. It takes longer for the double to get there because you're at the 3-point line. So, but when you're on the block and they double you, it's tough. You know what I mean? Like, Al Horford, you said he did a good job playing Embiid, which he did, but a hard double and a soft double, it's a double, bro. Just like you feeling the presence of things about to double you, even W, you're rushing your shot. You're not doing what you normally do. So, like, I feel like Joker's being a better passer and anticipating the pass before the shot. Because to like the way he plays, like the way when he puts up a bucket, it looked like he didn't even want to shoot it. It was just like it's so like I feel like he's already anticipating the double or the pass before his own shot, and that makes him more of a threat than Embiid.
Let me ask this question then. Let me ask this question. Cheese. So explain to me from just a like, you know what I'm saying, from a schematic standpoint, why you think Embiid can be kept out the paint.
Yeah. Lou, I was gonna get to all that, but go ahead, Lou. You were gonna say something.
No, I just had I was gonna ask a question, man. I was gonna ask will the championship ring make Joker the best player in the world?
All right, we'll get to that in a second. We can get to that in a second.
Yep. Okay. So, a couple things, right? What you said schematically, this is good. I like having this talk. I've had this talk with Al and the fellas for a long time. The reason I tell you guys what I say, there's a specific reason in basketball. Goose alluded to it. Ops, when your primary method of offense is that mid post, the traditional block, get the ball on the block. Like Goose is saying, the game is about dimensions. Well, by dimensions, I mean, think about the dimensions of the court, fellas. Everyone here, you play basketball. When somebody gets the ball in the post, right away, when a double team comes, there's not much area to cover for the defense. Why? Because when you're in the post, you're already relegated. You got the sideline, the out-of-bounds sideline as a defender. There's not much room to operate as a passer, which is why usually you see the elite passers be able to make that cross-court pass to the other corner. Your LeBrons, your Lucas, your Jokers. That's not consistent for everybody. So what I've always told you, Ops, why I feel the way I feel, is because I understand the dimensions of the court. When your primary method of offense is that low block, it becomes easier to defend the 2-on-1. It's not, that he can't take advantage of the 1-on-1. No, any big man that's as skilled as Embiid or Shaq, they're going to dominate. But in this era of basketball, Ops, a lot of the athletes are more versatile. They're taller. That means they have a longer wingspan. They're more athletic. They can cover ground. The NBA today is more what I call like a lot of free safeties, Ops. And when you have athletic, versatile people, if a person gets it on the block, and I can show you this with film too, the Heat beat the Sixers last year. Go look at what they did. They put PJ Tucker on Embiid. Same thing. You mentioned Game 6. Game 6, Ops, was the game that schematically the Celtics adjusted. What did they do in the second half? Both games. They
Robert
put Al
Williams
Horford.
And Al Horford.
Yeah. So in this part, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna blame Embiid
the Celtics
totally
versus who?
either. I'm gonna give Embiid
the Sixers for him.
It's on right now. It's on right now. Like literally, that game is on right now in the background. If you look,
they changed the schematics that game. What did they do? They kept Horford on Embiid, but what they did was they allowed Robert Williams to be the rover and play PJ Tucker. Now, like Goose is saying, what happens, Ops? That's going to deter him away from the block because the second he catches it in that block, that double's going to be there. So you're only, and usually the double, smart basketball teams double from the weak side, which means his first two, well, one pass away option. You remember basketball practice, some people are one pass away, two pass away. He's going to have to consistently make that cross-court pass. That's tough. That's why you see him walk it up, like Uz is saying, try to get it at the mid-post. But what happened again? Once they went to Horford, now Horford can overplay him, his shot, his hezzy pull-up, because he knows Robert Williams is not respecting P.J. Tucker behind him, and he's waiting. The second he gets downhill, Robert Williams is waiting there. Schematically, what do you do to offset that? You give the ball up early and make P.J. Tucker be a threat a couple plays. This is where I don't blame Embiid ops. P.J. Tucker, a lot of the time, when Embiid would catch the ball, he was in what I call no man's land. No man's land means you're not really in position to be a threat where you are. Embiid would catch it in the mid-post. P.J. Tucker, for some reason, is hanging out around the block. He's not going to be a threat down there. Why? Because Robert Williams can effectively cover ground from the free throw line and double and still cover the block. That's the dimensions part of basketball I'm talking about. Other teams don't do that. The Celtics, 5 out, 1 high pick and roll, corner, the whole game.
Yeah, but that's more of a coaching thing. Doc Rivers sucks at coaching thing. So.
Yeah, exactly. Schematically, he's never been good. The Heat, Spoelstra, pick and roll, corner. It eliminates you. If you're going to double.
Point guard, that's crazy.
If you're going to double at that point, ops, that corner three-point shooter is wide open. If you got someone that consistently makes that pass and they make a couple threes, they're not going to be able to rotate down anymore. So my point is, I've seen this with Embiid over years in the playoffs where that's another thing, a context thing, that 50-point game he had on the Celtics, I watched that game. In the regular season, a lot of coaches aren't going to show you their hand. They're not going to show you their poker hand. They left him one-on-one with Grant Williams a lot. And he's going to fucking murder Grant Williams. He's an amazing player. But again, Game 6, Game 7, schematics become a part of the game now in the playoffs when every game matters. So those are little things. But that's the main part, that the dimensions of the court don't allow you to consistently be able to play like that. Maybe in the regular season when they don't want to double that much, they're like, whatever. That's the main part where I've always felt the way I feel, Ops, about the center versus guard.
My fault. Finish up.
The last part, I'm sorry. A versatile attacker from the top of the key off the high pick and roll, Ops, you know this. Now it puts a different type of pressure on the defense because everyone 1 through 5 has to see the ball and be able to rotate and recover. The ball, top screen, high post, now that's a lot of ground to cover. Do you know what I'm saying? Think about the dimensions of the court and why in the NBA people think, oh, they don't play defense. No, it's harder to play defense because you got more ground to cover. So when a guy like Steph Curry and Dame and Jason Tatum, when he's on fire, these guys are coming downhill at you from the top of the key. It's a lot of ground to cover. A lot. Because they can shoot it from 30 feet and they can get downhill and make the right pass to the corner from the guy rotating down from the corner.
Cheese, real quick.
So
look at this.
That's it. I'm done. Go ahead.
All right, Cheese, watch this real quick. Right. Look at your phone. Look at your phone.
Yeah, I'm watching.
All right, give it a second. Watch. Look at this. Look at this next play. He makes this shot, but look at this play. Look at that. Malcolm Brogdon on him. I know niggas is roaming, but check this out. You saw that?
Yeah, but that was terrible. I don't even blame Embiid for that. This is what I'm saying. Look at when he catches the ball. The Sixers don't do a good job of giving him room to truly operate. And that's the part I keep telling you. I don't blame Embiid. Too often, you see that guy on the block under the rim?
Yeah,
he's allowing Jason Tatum to divert him from the rim when you're in no man's land. Good teams like the Celtics and the Heat don't do that. They make sure guys are sitting corner, wing. That's the part that I'm not going to hold Embiid accountable for. That's your team. That's your coach that should be telling him.
You look at that highlight, you want him to keep going to the rim even though there's 2 people there? Or
I understand. So I get it. And now you make mad sense, Cheese, especially when you talk about the dimensions of the basketball court. Look at this right here. Marcus Smart comes, whatever, and you're going to settle for that.
He made it, but again, look at the guy under the rim. That's not Embiid's fault. That's the part I keep saying. The schematics allow them to be able to hedge you and recover easily. Why? Because he's in no man's land. He's not a threat there. You're allowing the 2-on-1 to take place.
I do think like I said, I do think at the end of the day, regardless of the fact, and I agree with you, and it makes mad sense. I do think a guy like Embiid, with his skill set and his physical dominance, trumps all that. Like a guy like Shaq, with his physical dominance trumps everything.
That's fair.
But I've seen Embiid is skilled. But hold on, Embiid is skilled. Like when you say that, I don't want to say Embiid's not skilled. Embiid is definitely skilled, but he's just not a good passer. Because in the same sentence, when that guy in no man's land is free roaming right there, I'm pretty sure Jokic will find an easy way to dump it off to him for an easy layup. Embiid's not even looking to pass. Embiid doesn't even
look at the offense. Cruz, I'm sorry to cut you off. Just look at the sets while you're talking of how the Celtics operate. Why it was so easy for them to drive, draw, kick.
On that play when he had Brogdon on him and Jason Tatum was in waiting for him, you think that if Embiid literally said, I'm going to the basket and started backing him down or just made a quick move to the basket, you don't think he would be able to rise over Jason Tatum or whoever's under the basket?
For sure, Ops. But you ask yourself, we both watch this guy play. That's not his game either, Ops. He's a face-up triple threat. Well, you're asking, think about his game, how he gets his buckets. His game is not really get you back to the basket. He's a triple threat, catch you mid-post, hezzy, pull up. Like, that's his game. But he can do it. He can do it. Yeah, he can do it for sure.
That's what we're trying to tell him. Yeah, exactly.
But he's a rhythm guy.
And well, you know what I'm saying? And that, like I said, overall, I think where we can end it at is just that's just my problem with him. Like, I don't want him to be a triple he can have that facet to his game, but I want him to pound it in there, to figure, you know what I'm saying, to pound it. Like I just want him to do that. I want you, if you have Malcolm Brogdon in that situation, game set, you have to win this game. Like, get the easy buckets. Just get them. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, but like I said, we saw it. We got DeAnthony Melton doing nothing on there who can hit threes. So you should be
a lot of the time did
PJ Tucker.
Ops, not to cut you off 1 second. The Lakers, right, in the fourth quarter of game 1 and 2, it looked like Rui was doing a great job on Joker, right? Go look at the replays. Why I was saying Aaron Gordon, and the announcer was saying it, he started chilling in no man's land, and they put AD on Aaron Gordon. Go look at what happened with Joker. He couldn't get to the spot he wanted to anymore because Aaron Gordon's not really a threat to shoot from the corner, so he started diving down. Now AD can hedge and recover very easily and cover both guys. We saw Joker get slowed down the same way. The difference is their coach, the Nuggets coach, he's smarter than Doc Rivers. He knows, no, we got to keep corner.
And the roster's
they're going to sub him out and put in Jeff Green.
Because and another thing that I want, because you know what I'm saying, I want to jump off this because I definitely want to, I got to like about 6:30 and I want to talk about some of the other stuff.
Sorry.
But another thing that I wanted to get into as well, like I think, and I'll use it to transition because you know what I'm saying, like I said, I think we didn't dive into it, and I get everything you're saying, but I want to use a guy like Giannis as another example. It's certain guys that they just trumpet, bro. They just trumpet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever schematics you have, certain guys can just trumpet. And it's because I think what Embiid's overall problem is his temperament. You know what I'm trying to say? And his character as a basketball player at the end of the day. And that's something that a guy like Jimmy Butler thrives in, which is why I get into the will of a skill. And a guy like Giannis, like at the end of the day, bro.
I can see that. I can see that, Ops, for sure. And I agree with you. But my argument to that is that Giannis is a unicorn in that he attacks from the wing like a wing player. And when he gets downhill, like you said, he'll go through a single coverage, but he also makes his teammates respect it as well when the double team comes. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's much better at that facet than Embiid.
Yeah.
Like, he's a triple-double threat. Because he attacks from the middle, he's going to collapse your defense like a guard. He's like a point center almost. Like, he makes the right play, and then when you stay home, the nigga punishes you. It's not just back to the basket. His back to the basket game got better, sure, but a lot of that is he gets downhill like a wing player. He's a unicorn in that sense. It's not a here, dump it down on the block and let me get double teamed. No, that guy, he runs the court, gets the ball. He's like a guard with the ball in his hands. But yes, I do agree with you.
But he's a dog. He's an absolute dog.
Yeah, that part, yes, I agree with you 1,000%.
Like, whether he can he hit free throws? You can't. Like, schematics will tell you, yo, you might want to try to stay away from the basket a little bit because they're gonna foul you. You can't hit the free throws, but it doesn't click in his mind. Like, I'm going to do something. I'm getting in there. Like, you're not keeping me from there. Yeah. You can't keep me from there. I'm too much of a physical specimen. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, so.
But he doesn't play like that. Embiid don't play like that.
Embiid don't play.
And that's my problem. And that's my problem.
Embiid be flopping.
He's a rhythm. He's a rhythm guy.
You're
comparing him to Shaq. He's not a Shaq.
Can he do it? What you're saying? He can. Embiid definitely can. 100%. Embiid could get down there, be like, "Fuck you, niggas. Here's my big ass. Pause. I'm gonna put it on you, dog. Pause. I'm gonna get this ball and I'm gonna fucking be more physical than you. And I got this footwork and this flow. Can he do it? Of course, 100%. Does he do it? Nah.
And that's the problem. But
when Giannis says, "Yo, I'm gonna no look Euro, go through your chest," I'm gonna do it. And then guess what? He's gonna kick it out to the right person if you do trap him though. Embiid doesn't do that for me. Embiid just. It's kind of like I'm knocking Embiid for the same thing I'm knocking KD. I'm not saying KD can't pass the ball. It's just like these type of players, like, you got to be a willing passer at times because, like, when you're not getting yours or you're only worried about yours, the role players are standing around and then they are here getting cold. It's your job to, you know what I mean?
Anybody else? Oh, I'm a free agent. All right, so let's keep it moving so we can kind of get through shit. Yo, free Ja Morant. Who's that? Free Ja Morant.
It's probably
might be Ed. Might be Ed.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I wanted to talk about. Go ahead.
No, my thing, like, I called this podcast specifically was supposed to be I called it a game of matchups because obviously that's what the playoffs is about, a game of matchups. Now, one thing that I feel like I've been
and style of play too,
and style of play. I mean, style of play, that feeds into the matchup. Now, one thing that I have been seeing is right. We matchups is one thing, like style of play matchups is one thing, and physical, like personnel matchups is one thing. Like when the Warriors went against the Lakers, were like, well, damn, I'm trying to say we got the Warriors who. Jump shooters, like this is what I told Ed. I was like, yo, I'm iffy about this series. I think I put it in the chat too, but I was texting Ed mostly about it. I'm like, yo, I'm a little iffy about the series because on one side I look at the Warriors who have no real rim resistance for AD and Brown. So these niggas should live in the paint once again at will, right? But then on the other side of it, I'm looking at the Warriors and I'm like, damn, these guys can really neutralize what AD does really well, which is protect the paint. And play the defense the way he was playing it against Memphis, but because they can neutralize it. Because at the end of the day, what the fuck can AD do about Klay Thompson coming off a pin down, or Steph Curry coming off a curl? Like he can't. Like that's not his responsibility. Yeah, they put him in a pick and roll and they hunt him. He could stay in front of Steph. He could stay in front of Jordan Poole. Obviously, Klay's not going to take you off the dribble. But it's like I was like both these guys kind of are matchup nightmares for each other. Because, like I said, the Warriors have no rim resistance for AD and Bron, but these niggas can neutralize what AD does really well. But they're gonna, either make shots or miss shots, and they proved to miss more shots than they made shots, which is why they lost the series. Because realistically, given how bad Klay Thompson played, bro, that shit really should have been over in 5, if not a sweep. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, given how bad everybody else played, but Steph, but it went 6, which is kind of crazy. My whole thing about so the matchups.
Yeah, I agree.
My whole things about the matchups is I started to realize like it's like this is a question I had. Do you think there's more value in mismatches and the AD the Warriors thing was not the example I was going for, but that was just an example of matchup styles that made cause some problems.
Fucking speeder.
But shit, I lost my train of thought. No, matchup. Where's more value? Matchup problems as physicality, like style of play, or matchup problems in temperament of player? Because you got, like, my other example is now I got the Celtics versus the Heat, which the Heat, match up really good against the Celtics, but the Celtics in turn match up good with the Heat as well. You know what I'm trying to say? Because, like, they should cancel each other out. These guys both kind of play the same style of basketball, but the difference is the temperament of the players, like the temperament of a Jimmy Butler versus the temperament of a Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Like, one is just clearly much more of a dog than the other. You know what I'm trying to say? Which is the same thing I saw in the what was the other series that I was thinking of? No bullshit, in the Lakers series. Yeah, the Lakers series was the other one I was pointing at. Because you got and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, because obviously Jokic is so unique and just creates other problems. But I got the temperament of LeBron and AD, which is iffy, against the temperament of Jamal Murray, who's a dog, and then Jokic, who's a robot. You know what I'm saying? So in other words, he's kind of closer to a dog than these LeBron and AD guys. But realistically,
so
the Lakers present the problem for the fucking thing for these guys. For the Nuggets, they have the matchup advantage in that series. No room resistance for AD, no room resistance for LeBron. But at the end of the day, it's 3-0 right now. I say because there's more value in dogs than matchup physicals. You know, like style of play physicals. But that's my question.
I'll disagree a little bit. I feel like skill level has to be relatively close and then style of play. So you transition to this, I'll talk about like Bam and the Heat. So I got killed because we had like a little like we talk a lot of shit in the chat, and then one was like, oh, if you was to start your team, who you start your team, and like I don't know how it stirred to like the centers. Because I always troll the center saying they're obsolete because they're really obsolete in the style of play the NBA's play now and the way they get the basket. And if the centers are good, they play like guards for the most part. But I said I'll start with a wing player and then have Bam at center. I'll draft Bam later on at center. You know what I mean? And I got killed. Like, oh, you rather have Bam at center? It's because the style of play now, what Bam does, not a lot of people do, man. And the people don't realize that. Why is the Golden State so good? Does Golden State have 5 or 10 all defensive players on the team like the Heat? Do the Heat have, besides Jimmy, who's a defensive player besides Jimmy and Bam? Who's a defensive player on the Heat? And you say, oh, put him on X, Y, and Z. He's strapping him up.
Put that boy Caleb on him.
There's not really nobody. But guess what's the difference? Obviously, the style of play of Bam, the center, and Draymond. They able to play something. You cannot pick on the centers for them to get off anymore. That style of play is really significant. That's why the Heat right now, I thought the Celtics was going to beat the Heat because they have better skills. I mean, a better roster. They had like 9 to 10 deep, and they had like they don't have a couple guys like Muscala, like the white guys and shit like that. Like they're cash. So I thought they were going to get some earn. But I think skill level and style of plays, it's really key in the playoffs. In the regular season, it's about buckets. The game's faster. People don't have game plans versus you because you're playing them on the second night of a back-to-back. So are you even really looking at your notes and shit like that? No. You know what I mean? But in the playoffs, when the game slows down and you're playing the same player and you go in, and then the first game you had a whole 40 minutes and you get to know the tendencies of that player, the second game, game 2, game 3, game 4, the style of plays will really matters in coaching. Why are the Heat beating the Celtics? Because coaching and Bam Adebayo, the center, Draymond, the always is just that style, man.
I don't know. Right now. I push, like, I agree there's mad value in that style of play. Like, I get it.
AD.
You know what I'm okay,
why did AD? Why the reason why I'll say your question? The reason why I said Golden State in 6 because I was, you know what I mean. I was trolling and I like emotional, but I really, you know what I mean. I wouldn't be surprised if Lakers won because out of a lot of big men, who AD's one of those people that you could be like, yo, put him on a pick and roll with Steph Curry. AD's gonna handle his own at the 3-point line. It's not food like that. That's really key. Really, really, really key.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Is anybody else gonna say anything?
Yeah.
Are you surprised why all the teams with those type of centers are doing better in the playoffs?
Go, Cheese. What was you gonna say?
I don't know if in terms of the Heat Celtics matchup, they played last year and the Celtics beat them, even though that was a strong series too.
They played them in 2020.
Yeah.
They beat them Celtics in 2020.
I can't lie. I don't really. I understand what you're saying, and it plays a factor for sure. But I wouldn't attribute that to the reason they're winning. And then in the Nuggets matchup, I definitely don't agree because them guys run a well-oiled machine offense every play down court, and it shows.
The Nuggets?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a style of play. Look at they run in motion. Even if the ball's on the opposite side of the court, they run in backside motion.
But
the Sixers are standing around.
But I'm agreeing with you, Goose. He's trying to say it's more will and
so that grit and more man.
Yes. And AG plays really good defense. He's not a shot blocker, but he's big.
AG played KD really well.
Yeah, and he's playing good defense this series too. So I wouldn't attribute it to that. No, but it definitely plays a factor. Jimmy's a dog. It is what it is. I think the Heat franchise in general, they're all dogs. Like they like that, and I agree with that. But the schematics for sure play a role in that too.
You could be a dog and not really be good at all. Like, is Dylan Brooks a dog? Yeah. Is he?
Not really.
Is he? I mean, I think he plays like a dog. I feel like he plays like a dog. That's one thing about Dylan Brooks I won't hate on. I feel like he plays strong. He plays hard. Sometimes he plays a little dirty, but I feel like he's a dog. You're not gonna punk him. He's gonna be physical with you. I think he's a dog.
I mean, yeah.
Is he good? Is he good?
Yeah, no. I mean that's one thing.
Are you gonna punk him? Are you gonna punk him? Are you gonna punk him? No. Is he gonna play hard on you? Boys? Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? He's gonna talk shit. Yeah. Like he's gonna act up teammate. You know what I mean? So but that don't make you good though.
Don't forget Lou's question too. He said if the Nuggets win,
I don't think so. I don't think so because Jokic is no great enough, but he don't really have a rim presence. He's not really a stellar defensive player. Like, is he trash? No, but he's not really.
I just didn't want to forget.
I don't think he's bad. I still think Giannis.
Anybody who wants to answer, who do you think had the matchup advantage coming into, or in general, even after what we've seen, who do you think has the matchup advantage in the Nuggets-Lakers series?
Go ahead. I'll just say this before I go. I didn't watch them play a lot this year, the Lakers, and I told me and Edward talk. I never really watched them play until the playoffs, so my input of it might be skewed compared to someone else. I didn't get a feel for what they did. I didn't watch them play all year, so any input I give is only from the playoffs.
So I'll tell you,
that's crazy. Into the game, that's crazy. I don't even think you need to. Go ahead.
I'm gonna answer your question. I think coming into the game, I thought the Lakers were a bad matchup for the Nuggets, and I'll tell you why.
What changed?
No, what changes, like, the Nuggets are, like, they're kind of cash. They have a good roster. They have 9 dudes. The coaching as well. Good roster, the coaching as well. And you got guys taking the next step to, like, superstar, like, real star level. For example, the Nuggets had the same issue Philly had where PJ Tucker was a no man's land. Aaron Gordon got called no man's land. So they had the roster and they had the brains. They subbed in Jeff Green. They put Michael Porter at the 4 a couple times. You know what I mean? For a couple minutes. So that's adjusting, and you have the roster. Philly didn't do that. That's one thing. 2, AD. I thought AD always busts Joker's ass, and I thought it was going to be the same.
And what changed?
These niggas making jump shots, bro. These niggas making jump shots and they're better.
They're making
didn't Jamal Murray? Yeah.
I think just from
like D'Lo, doesn't D'Lo,
just from what I've seen.
Yeah, they're making. Hold on, D'Lo. All those open threes that D'Lo's taking in the corner, is that not considered making jump shots and missing them? D'Lo can't buy an open 3 from the corner in the last 2 games.
So that's the difference in the series?
But I'm saying as a team, if your whole team is shooting well, that's the big difference in the series. Like the Heat. Gabe Vincent didn't miss any shot. Caleb Martin doesn't even hit threes. That guy's, you see his jump shot, his elbow is all the way tucked out. He's
you just told me. You just told me.
He hit mad threes. What are you talking about, Goose? I'm talking about in general. He's not that type of player, but he's shooting threes. I'm saying they're hitting jump shots that make him miss league.
You just told me the difference in that Heat instinct is Bam is the Bam, essentially, like Bam being able to guard everybody.
Bam the scheme, Bam coaching Bam, and then the coaching. He are making jump shots. The niggas are making jump shots, bro. The coach can't make a jump shot for you, bro.
The coaching.
That proves my point. Killer Martin, he's not really. Killer Martin's not really a shooter. He's making jump shots. You know what I mean? Truce and Robinson. Yo, last year Duncan Robinson didn't even play. Couldn't buy a 3 last year, and now he's cash. Matt Truce is cash right now. That has a lot to do with niggas making jump shots. That's a big difference, of course.
Which has to do with temperament. And niggas having that will. You told me a guy who don't shoot jump shots is hitting shots. That's not schematics.
I don't think that's will.
Body language, right?
I don't think that's will. Shooters like Klay Thompson, they either hitting or they're not.
So you're going to Doc Rivers. It's just a make and miss league.
I'm going coaching. I'm saying the difference. The Celtics are better than the Heat roster wise, but I feel like having Bam at center, they can't match up the center. The Celtics really don't run pick and rolls. The Celtics run pick and rolls with Marcus Smart, and that's not really a good pick and roll. In my opinion. You guys already know how I feel about Marcus Smart. So when they run pick and rolls, Marcus Smart is just trying to like throw a lob to the center, get them involved. The pick and roll is not really efficient or anything crazy.
Yo, bro.
So when the Celtics trying to match up Hunt, they can't match up Hunt in the center.
Goose, I disagree with you.
But you can match up Hunt any one of the other 3 white boys. Gabe should be on the court. Duncan Robinson on the court.
Pick and roll all series, bro.
Yeah. Yo, look.
That's point. That's what they've been running the entire series against in the Eastern Conference Finals. Since one, they've been trying to do that.
They've been doing what?
They've been doing a high pick and roll.
Yeah, but that's not matchup. You could give him the ball on the corner or at the wing.
That's matchup,
huh? No, bro. Because you can get the ball right out of Jason Tatum's hands. All you gotta do is trap the screen, bro. They can get the ball out of the hand. What I want is a one-on-one matchup.
Yeah, but you don't want to trap the screen because
that's what they've been doing. They've been making
3-on-2, 2-on-1.
Yo, cheese,
bro. Assuming that he makes the right pass at the right time, bro. That has been their issue.
That's harder. That's harder said than done, Ed.
Huh?
That's harder said than done.
What you mean? I'm talking about what's been happening. They're not making good reads, bro. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown aren't making good passes out of double teams. You get what I'm saying? They're seeing shit late, and then they're not making shots. And real talk, that shot making and not making shots, that is a big factor in that Lakers series right now, Ops. Because, like he said, D'Angelo Russell's minus 42, and there hasn't been one blowout in the series. That was after the first 2 games, minus 42.
Yeah, I don't care about the minus 42, but Ed, this guy, D'Angelo Russell, is sitting in the corner on an island, and he can't hit a 3. That's
part of minus 42. Ow. You can't be minus 42 after 2 games. And it hasn't been a blowout in the series.
Like, I agree. Style of
bad minutes. Those are bad minutes.
Style of play and coaching. Picking on them. Your players are hot. Like KG, so like they all set to win a championship. You got to be healthy. You got to have some good luck, and everything kind of got to go your way. All the champions really say that, bro.
Yo, you don't think Joker could be the best if he wins the chip?
Yeah, maybe.
Yo, hold on real quick,
I'll take Giannis over him.
Bro, value on value, bro. If he could get this Denver team to a championship, that's qualified. He's qualified. 2 MVPs.
Oh no, for sure.
I think. Now all of a sudden you look at all the stats. You look at all the stats. He's matching. He's up there with Giannis, right? And then what you gotta consider is now when you get to the nitty gritty, he can hit his free throws. He is a 3-point shooter because he's also matching production. He matches production. You got what I'm saying? And then he can win. Oh shit! If he can win too, so he's good in the clutch. And that when it gets to the basketball shit, you can actually a jump shot. He got the jump. Now that makes a difference. If I gotta choose between the two, I think Joker gets this shit done. And there is no question who's a better playmaker. That nigga's manipulating shit.
We can get into
they got Jamal Murray setting the screen. And whether like what we do, if we go under it, Jamal Murray takes a wide open 3 on a handoff. If we go around it, they've been
going under the screen though on Jamal Murray. I don't know why. I don't know why they've been going under the screen. LeBron hasn't gone. LeBron kept going under the screen.
Because you can't switch it, Goose. You can't switch it because he seals and scores instantly. He seals them and scores. Yeah.
Instantly.
And if you're going to double scores him, he's going to send out the pass. Yeah, he's going to send out the pass before the double even gets there.
But I'll tell you what, with all that good offense that they got, because right now we really don't have an answer. Like, Joker is unstoppable. He's running a crazy system over there, right? He's controlling shit. With all that, we're still getting off on them, bro. We lost the game. We shot 60%. And if at the end of the
you guys couldn't stop a nosebleed, because you guys couldn't stop a nosebleed. Go ahead.
I just wanted Cheese to answer the one question about and it don't gotta be anybody can answer it, but since you're leaving, like you said, Denver's a well-oiled machine, so they're doing, you know what I'm saying, they're doing what they're doing on offense, but defensively, shouldn't they be getting picked apart?
Well,
you said Aaron Gordon.
The Lakers are scoring. They just can't hit open jump shots. The Lakers literally get good looks, bro.
I said that game too, Ed, in the chat. I said you guys were playing good offense. You guys just couldn't get a stop. I said that.
Like the Nuggets are not like a crazy defensive player, but like a crazy defensive team. Are they a decent, good team defensive? Of course, but they're not to say they're a juggernaut like the Heat or the Celtics on defense. I don't think so. But the Lakers just can't hit an open jump shot like that.
Because I'm just saying they got your worst nightmare on the defensive side of the ball. Because you say you like Bam on one side, right? On the one side you're saying you like Bam and what he could do. The Nuggets got the whole antithesis of that, which is a slow-footed white guy at center that you can pick on.
Yeah. But they affect two different things of the team, though.
Nah, but what he's just trying to say is like
Jokic does get cooked on D. If he has to play a guard, he will get cooked.
Because you said the guys, if you look at the teams having success like right now in the playoffs, is the teams that have a guy at center that you can't pick on. They have the quintessential guy to pick on, a slow-footed, slow-fat white guy.
Yep.
So what's happening? You know what I'm trying to say? Like that's my only question. That's why that's from a schematic standpoint is what I wanted to get into.
I can answer that for you. What's happening is their offensive output is killing it. Ed just said, somebody just said that the Lakers lost the game shooting 60%. So if they were shooting 60%, what were the Nuggets shooting that game? 68%? 65%? You know what I mean? So if you get more shots up and you shoot a higher percentage, you're gonna score more.
Yeah, Al.
So as long as you have,
like, if you look, like you said, I get what you're saying. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I get what you're saying, bro. But that's like, it's not always true. Like, all right, so if you think about it, Sacramento was a great team this year, and they lost to Golden State, but that could be on a couple different reasons. Not necessarily
at that, Sacramento.
But they got Sabonis who doesn't play defense. Exactly. He can't guard. But so that's a team we could say they played good, right? That's a good team.
Yeah, but they don't have a center plays like Jokic. Ed, he plays like Jokic.
Huh?
He plays like Jokic.
But we're not talking about offense. We're only talking about defense.
But I'm telling you, those new style of centers affect the game way more than the old style.
Nah, hell yeah, in totality. But your point was with Bam is defensively only. You're talking about he's playing.
He plays like a modern center on defense and offense.
But
these guys
he plays it. No, we're not talking. I don't want to use. Let's not mince words though. Let's not mince words.
Bam doesn't really post up. Bam doesn't really post up. Bam.
Nah, we're not talking about offense though. It has nothing to do with offense. It only has to do with being able to switch on to guards. That's it.
And if you guys, real quick, Ed, you could keep going, but I was just saying, I got it on the board. This is game 3, Al. This is game 3. The Lakers scored 103, which in this NBA is not a lot of points. So, you know what I'm trying to say? They shot 43%, 26 from 3, 88 from the line. Shot a lot of free throws, though. I mean, I guess
26 from 3, bro. What did Denver shoot?
That's terrible. And we took like 35, nah?
What did Denver shoot?
30.
I'm pretty sure Denver's way higher.
They shot 14 for 38.
Hit like 11.
36%. It wasn't even that good, though, to be honest. 37% is not terrible. But they shot 43% from the field, the same as yous. the same as the Lakers.
Bro, that's a huge difference. And we lost
What's
by
the turnovers at? The Lakers probably had turnovers. Who had more
Lakers
turnovers?
had 12 turnovers to 15 turnovers.
To the Nuggets?
Yeah, the Nuggets had 3 more turnovers than the Lakers. Like I said, my whole thing is, I like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't even want to play devil's advocate, but I strongly believe that, like one thing, like I said, bro, the temperament plays a huge role, my nigga. Like, even if you have physical mismatches, like, you know what I'm trying to say, at the end of the day, you still need the player to be a dog to go ahead and take advantage of those mismatches. Because if you don't have a guy who's willing to take advantage, then what good is having it? And you guys tell me it's all schematics, and that's why I said earlier, this is not 2K.
It's a little bit thing. But listen, this gets lost in transit. When somebody says, like, for me, when I say, oh, he's more skilled than this, I'm not saying he's soft. I'm not saying, oh, automatically somebody's more skilled, that means the other guy's more soft. Like, that's not what it means.
Hold on, I got a quick question. If one guy's more skilled, does that make him a better player?
No.
It doesn't. That's the answer. No.
But
no, it doesn't. But guess what? You determine who's better than who based on the skills?
No, we don't. That's what I'm saying.
No.
Yeah,
so I
think so.
But my point, you can't. Hell no, Al, you can't.
If they're in the same type of talent,
production
if
matters,
the same type
bro.
of talent, skill sets you apart in my eyes.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Jimmy Butler, bro. I don't have to, but it's current is right in front of us right now. Jimmy Butler versus Jason Tatum. Who has more skill?
Jason Tatum.
There's nothing to think about.
Yeah, Jason Tatum.
I got another one for you too.
Yeah, but you just feeding on Jason Tatum right now. Like, I'm not understanding.
But it's a team game, though, bro. It's a team game.
No, I know, and that's why I didn't want to make it about players. That's why I literally was trying to.
That's why
I'm trying to say I wanted to get into a matchup. Like, where's the most value? Like, you got a matchup of a mismatch of physical, right? Like, I think the Lakers have the mismatch against the Nuggets. Like, they should be winning that series because they have a mismatch, but they're not winning the series because the temperament of an AD and the temperament. I mean, I know you guys love LeBron, but I don't. I'm not the biggest fan of his temperament.
Bro,
okay.
I can't agree with that. Let me answer real quick.
If they're missing open jump shots,
not only are we missing, but you're saying that like AD showed up. AD showing up, bro. He took a lot of good shots and missed, bro. The second game, he met him. Look at what him and LeBron went game 2, bro. Look at him and LeBron.
Well, LeBron settling for threes in the fourth. I agree with that, LeBron.
LeBron, he took like 3 ill-advised threes in a row. It's like, don't do that, bro. And AD, I swear to God, I'll take them shots and any other game because he got good looks, floaters, shot that he usually hits. You get what I'm saying, bro? You're saying like they didn't show up. That's a tough series. Denver's been there together. That core has been together for like 4 years already. They know each other. They got a lot of chemistry on the court, and it's showing. So they know where each other want to go, what they want to do. Their offense is top 10. So we're playing good games because 108 is not a lot.
Hold on real quick. Since G wants to hop in and ask questions, and I'm going to ask you a question, G. So, G, was I wrong for saying that I'd rather start my team with a perimeter player and just pick Bam and draft Bam down the line at center?
Yo, Al, we could do that, bro. But hold on, let's finish the conversation. I know you want to get to that, but let's finish. No, but I'll make it quick. I'll make it quick because I wanted to chime in on the conversation.
And just comes in and asks me a question, man. I want to ask you a question.
That's fine, but let's
shit. You saw that?
Yo, let's stay in
on
this.
Y'all got that update?
Nah,
you got that update?
What happened?
Holy shit! Fuck the Heat.
What happened?
No, that's what it said. It's just reported right now. Fuck the Heat.
Yo, bro. Yo, Ed, you said you disagree with me, but then you told me that LeBron shot 9 threes and you don't want him doing that.
It said 6 3. Yeah, he shot 3 3. Nah, but I'm not. But LeBron's attacking. LeBron's old, bro. Like, I've been saying this shit, bro. He's 38. He's missing shit. He missed dunk. He missed a dunk that game. He missed a couple easy layups. Bro, LeBron's just old. He's really so his mismatch. He cannot. For one, it takes a toll trying to drive to the rim all the time.
Nah, I agree. 100% with Ed and Ops. LeBron, man, he didn't develop that jump shot, man. His legs is not there. He's not hitting them jump shots, man.
So
he's getting good looks. LeBron's
he's getting great looks. Bro, they're leaving him
looks.
open. They're leaving him open.
You know this nigga's 38, right?
It's fucked up, bro. But he's still playing a good mental game. Like, we're close. Bro, he controls the game. Man,
bro, all like, LeBron got to do is play his game. He's on a good team.
If Russell hits a couple
got to
threes,
come save the day no more.
You said that's not the difference in the series, but bro, if Russell hits a couple timely threes, bro, there was one he was wide open. We could have took the lead. Like, bro, that shit is draining. Damn, we got to get back on defense now. Like, those little plays, and then time is winding down. Like, it matters.
My main
thing, and then Michael Porter Jr. comes down and hits a 3, bang. Now you're like, what the fuck? Like, that shit like Michael Porter Jr. don't do nothing but just hit threes, and now it's just I agree with you.
The real reason,
I think,
and that's it. That's the real reason I wanted to push back, because I feel like the way sometimes you and Cheese will talk about it, and maybe I'm not gonna put Cheese in it because he's not here, but I'm a lazy texter,
so I rather talk in person or talk.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick
because I'm a lazy texter.
I'm gonna stick to you because you're here. I feel like you guys, like, it's a little too. It's a little too schematic centric. Like, you guys act like we're playing 2K, and at the end of the day, these guys are AIs who are just gonna do whatever you click the button for them to do. You know what I'm trying to say? Is that's not what it is. We're not playing 2K. We're playing with real human beings. And these guys, like I said, even if it's a mismatch that you can exploit, you have to have the temperament to go and want to exploit it and be enough of a dog to execute.
You need the coaching too, man.
Yeah, but
the coaching matters.
That's good.
You should know if they're human, bro. And B took the brace off in like game 2. Lord knows the knee injury he had. He's 300 pounds, like you already acknowledged. Bro, you think he wants to be banging? He's better. Is he better, not better, like 60% on the court? They don't have a better shot with 60% Embiid on the court than him just sitting out. So he probably took a chance. He was like, damn, I'm trying to win. I just won the MVP. I'm gonna take a chance. You feel me? The same thing they criticized Lamar for not doing, and B probably did. And look at the repercussions. He didn't play his best.
They're better with him at 60%. So to Reese's point,
but he didn't play his best, and now we're crucifying him.
I
now
just can't.
Judging him based off what?
Yeah, but I can't. The thing is, and to answer your question, I can't. Yeah, about Embiid, I can't sit here. I don't know what's going on with Embiid, and he's not. But your question is what he got inside.
No, but
you're saying if he's a dog or not, his temperament, like
Embiid, to be smart.
Yeah, but to answer your thing about Embiid, though, Ed, this is already the 3rd year where Embiid plays the same in the playoffs. How he plays every year. Like, what's the difference how he played in the playoffs this year compared to last year? Last year,
but you was blaming it on Ben Simmons and Space,
and they lost to the Hawks. Huh?
Yeah, that was the Ben Simmons year.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, and like I said,
but they still had
I'm not even. Let me get in real quick. I'm not even gonna use none of the other years. My only thing is, at the end of the day, I can't. Like, I don't know what's going on, so I can't like sit here and assume and operate of assumption. Niggas say LeBron right now is injured. They say LeBron needs surgery on his foot, but he's still out there playing. He's not telling us anything. I get they're not telling us anything because they're facing the team, so you don't want to give the information that they could use against you. But at the end of the day, bro, like this professional sports, I can't sit here and make these excuses. I just got to go with what you're doing. And I'll be honest
with
you.
Same order, but same time, every game day, which means more.
Yeah,
plays of Embiid playing in the series that the nigga did not look like he was laboring anything. The nigga, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, defensive plays.
No, that's a fact, bro.
You don't look
but
like
what's going on with LeBron. You can't tell if Joker's up 20 or down 20. Embiid, you could tell if that boy's you just got to look at him.
It's just different scenarios. With LeBron, his jump shot. With LeBron, it's been Embiid, he might be hurt. All right. But with LeBron, his liability all his career was his jump shot. And right now he needs his jump shot more than everything. He can't go to the basket as hard because he's older and he got a foot injury.
That's
LeBron's
not true.
getting open jump shots. What do you mean?
That's not true. LeBron cook with jump shots. He can
go to the basket.
I'm not hearing that.
LeBron is going to the basket fine.
Yeah, he can go to the basket.
LeBron's shooting like 65% going to the basket. I'm saying when the threes that he's not making, he's like 15 from 3. That's jump shots.
But he's taking them, right?
Because they're open. They're good shots. Yeah. He's open. If they're open, listen, if they're open, it's a good shot to me.
But why are you open?
He missed like his last 24 threes.
Why are you open now? If you miss the last 24 shots, nigga, of course we're letting you shoot.
It's a record by like 5.
You know what I'm trying to say? You think they're not? If you think if Robert Williams went and tried to act like he was about to shoot a basket, you think that from the 3, you think them niggas gonna close out of him with everything they got? Hell no. They're gonna let him shoot that shot. You know what I'm trying to say? At the end of the day,
that doesn't apply because Robert Williams, he won't be at the 3-point line. He'll be
but LeBron gotta take them shots. If he's wide open, because he's just as capable of catching fire. He's what you was trying to say Jason Tatum is as a shooter. LeBron, he's open, but he'll easily catch a 8 for 10, a 7 for 10. He'll catch fire quick.
To be honest, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think they're losing because of LeBron, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it up.
LeBron could definitely help us out. I don't think
they're losing because of LeBron. LeBron got definitely some good supporting cast. He got a good supporting cast this year. It's just AD hasn't been balling out. He's missing a lot of jump shots, man.
But LeBron will help us out. He's getting good mismatches, bro. They're switching little guards on him. LeBron he's getting all the great looks. It's just he's missing because he doesn't got the same lift right now.
LeBron's playing like a solid role player right now.
Yo, Al, we'll say this real quick, Al.
But he's taking shots like a star.
Al, this is a warning. You've been cutting niggas off a lot this pod. You heard? It started a little more now towards the end of it. It's a warning. You heard? You gotta stay fair.
The purge siren.
Next time you get muted. You cut Ed off a few times. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm just
Nah. But he's good, buddy. Yo, bro, that's straight. Because if you got something to say, you got to say it right there.
Nah, go ahead. My fault.
Nah, shit.
But yeah, I agree with you though, Ed. He's playing like I don't think they're losing because of LeBron. I don't think they're losing because of LeBron. I think you know what I mean. So. I think LeBron got a good supporting cast. It's just D. Russell is supposed to be a shooter. He's not making corner threes wide open, butt naked. And then AD's not playing like the star he got to be.
Yeah.
That's the best player.
Could definitely hit more shots.
And that's the best player. He's missing Matt Bunnies, though. Like, he's not – like, when you see – is AD getting strapped up, bro?
I seen him get blocked by Jokic. I seen him get blocked by Jokic.
He's not getting strapped up, and I seen wide open shots.
I'm not saying
Bunnies, though.
And I'm not saying he's getting strapped up, but I don't think Jokic should ever block AD, bro. Not even an accident. Not even like literally like the nigga had his back to him and just happened to turn around with his hand up. Like he blocked him. He tried to do the up and under and got blocked.
Hey yo, Cheese not here, right? But I think the last pod he did say something about Jamal Murray on like 2 pods ago, and I said nah. Not yet, right? I think we was like, if he's that, he's there. The nigga, and he's my young boy. Listen, I'm a Kentucky. Cool. I'm a Kentucky cat, so I fuck with all of them. Anybody from Kentucky, that's my dog. But he is. I feel like you gotta play your way into. He's playing his way into that. The same way Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler is the one. He is the one right now, bro. Everything he's doing, the swag, yo, bro. You see how it just his teammates you don't think his teammates is playing better because of him? Even if he don't pass in the ball, they don't. Yo, that's our teammate, bro. He breeds confidence, bro. So in the locker room, we're tying our sneakers extra tight. Like, yo, we got Jimmy Butler. Like, this nigga's a thug. This nigga, it's that's where you can talk about it. But when you're saying it about Joker and LeBron, come on, you can't question LeBron's dog. LeBron's going up against KG, Paul Payton, like, bro, 10, 15 years ago. He's going up against Detroit. Ben Wallace. You think he's scared of Joker in there, bro? It's not. No. He can't get it done right now. Now you can.
No, he can't do it. He can't take matters into his own will.
It, but he's actually bro. Like, he's played hard. Even the games he shoots bad, the reason it was a 5-point game, his defense. Like, he changes the game. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like he gets the rebounds. So it's not like an effort. But yeah, we're getting set home today.
I don't think if AD's trying hard realistically.
I hope Bruce picked me up in Cancun.
If AD's trying hard realistically, bro, I don't think it should I don't think it should go that way, bro. I just don't think it should go that way.
Look at Denver. Real talk. Let's look at Denver's whole roster, especially the way they play. What are they missing, Ops? They got shooting. They got defense. They got a superstar. They got another star. Defense, they outscored. First of all, they play with pace.
Yeah,
Second of all, in the NBA, if you can't shoot, then they're not gonna pay. It's like a hit. That's what he's talking about when he says make or miss. It's because we're getting open looks. We're just missing. If we were making these shots, then that they would have a problem on their hands. We're shooting terribly, Ops. And look at how close the games are. The first game, Joker had like 18 rebounds, right? They beat us by like 12, 13 offensive rebounds. And it was still like a one possession game. So we're making a lot of they're getting bounces. They hitting shit off the glass, fade away with the shot clock running down. They got Bruce Brown going for Bruce Brown. This is the same Bruce Brown that was on the Nets last year.
That proves these point though. The style of play that proves.
Yeah, he's balling over there.
It's because the style of play that Denver plays allows people to get like easier buckets. Like they know they're gonna touch the rock. That's what I was saying earlier. But to answer your question about it's fine to realize you're wrong and then be like, yo, I was wrong. They're him. I do that shit all the time. But I don't know. Just sometimes people see it before somebody. You know what I mean? We saw Jimmy before you. You know what I mean?
I want to make it clear though. It's not that I didn't see the potential in Jamal Murray. I knew he had the potential, but I'm saying the question was if he was yet. But now, after what I've seen now, he definitely is. He's played his way into that because he's going to the finals.
I don't
think he has to win a finals. He's going.
No bullshit though. Jamal Murray, every single year that he's been in the playoffs for the last 3 years, he's up his points per game. Yeah.
By how much? Is it by 5 or 6?
Yeah, it's been like 19 to like 25. It's been 20 to like 27, and this year he was averaging 20 during the year. Now he's averaging 28 in the playoffs.
You want to know who's the craziest? Who got the highest jump in that category?
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah. Yo, that nigga's a sicko. That's
the game slows down, man. The game slows
Bro, let me tell you something. No bullshit. This is the craziest shit about it.
Offense take over.
He did that. I don't know what's going on in the Boston because I feel like Boston should have broke up like 4 years ago, and not broke up Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. I'm talking about Marcus Smart. I'm talking about Marcus Smart gotta go. Just him. Start off with him, and everything. Anybody else at point guard would be good. So Brogdon. He's all right, but you got what I'm saying? What I need is a table setter. What I need is somebody who gets Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum the ball in good spots, plays with good pace, and doesn't think he isn't obligated or entitled to shots. Huh?
Derek White does that.
No, I don't want Derek White. Derek White is good off my bench. He's a great bench player.
Yeah, he's not like
I don't know
that. He gets out the way. He can hit open jump shots.
Reek said something in the chat, right? He said that they're picking on Robert Williams, making him the 3. No, bro, they shot 2 for 7 the last game on Robert Williams from 3. Who they're picking on, and they're getting whatever they want. They're getting all the switches. Jimmy Butler, oh my God.
Yeah, but Ed, we're not gonna that's lazy though. Saying they're 2 for 7 on Robert Williams for 3s. That's lazy.
That's what they shot on 3.
But when you're looking at the game, but when you're looking at the game, you're watching the game. When they run a pick and they have Williams on them, they're going right around them.
Not only that, they're pulling them away from the basket. So therefore, his entire skill set of being a rim protector is nullified because he's got the.
That's where the scheme. Listen, Reeves, they played a month ago. Reeves, before the playoffs started, you played a month ago. They played the same scheme. Robert Williams started. He guarded the Caleb Williams. Caleb, what's his name? Caleb Martin. He went 0 of 11, bro, and they beat you, right, bro? Now he's hitting the shots, bro. That's where schemes come up. Okay, you want Robert Williams on their worst shooter. So your worst shooter got to be able to go to the corner 3 and hit that. He's been hitting that, and on top of that, he's putting the ball on the ground good. But that's not the matchup that they're really hunting. They're hunting Derek White and they're hunting Grant Williams, and Jimmy Butler's the one. Oh my God, bro, he's feeding, bro. He's feeding. Real talk. I don't know what can you say because I see. Well, when you talk about temperament, what Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown they're dogs. I know they're dogs. But they're getting beat up this fight. This fight, they're getting the dog beat out of them. Straight up. That's where I see was going. They're getting punked.
You know what I see from Jason Tatum, though? And Ed and Reed. So Jason Tatum, they playing him hard, right? And when he drives to the basket, they're double teaming him. Once he turns the ball over or try to throw like a shot up to try to get the foul and they don't call it, his confidence just goes out the window. Like once he can't get those cheap fouls to get to the line, and then when he gets to the basket, he's not finding nobody. He turns the ball over. Like that gets into his head. I feel he doesn't want to be aggressive after that. He just settle for he'll start jacking threes.
You could put Jason Tatum's stats for these 3 games.
He probably has good stats.
Yo, what is going on in the fourth quarter? Because they've blown 2 10-point leads. Like, what is happening? And they're not even getting their guys shots. Like, why you think that's
Marcus
going on?
Marcus Smart and Brogdon are handling the ball in the fourth quarter, turn around, pick and rolls.
Why
I see
are they
it every
doing
game,
that?
bro.
Why are they doing that?
That's the niggas that said, ask G. He like Marcus
out-coached?
Smart. He said, yo, Marcus Smart making good plays here that Bagoos don't like. Yo, dog, the nigga, you don't know what he's about to do. He's going to be a good player or a bad player. That's not good enough.
Marcus Smart, right?
In the fourth quarter. Yeah, it's not good enough. You can't depend on him.
Terrible.
The worst thing that happens is he hits the shot. If Tatum and Brown combine 7 jump shots in the fourth quarter, who's really taking the jump shots in the fourth quarter?
I mean, if Tatum and Jaylen Brown are the guys, it looks like
they
don't want
should
to
be
take
having
the
the ball all game.
If Tatum and Brown combined for like 7 or 8 shots in the fourth quarter last game, who's really taking the shots?
Nah, that's
right.
I don't know.
Didn't Tatum go like 0 for 4 in the fourth quarter last game? And then
not Brown the last game. They didn't even play the last game. That was game 2.
In the fourth quarter, yeah, the third game 2, yeah. And then Brown was like 0 for 3 in the fourth quarter, some shit like that. Like that's what I was like, oh, they're only taking 8 shots.
They don't make no sense.
But it's because Brogdon and Marcus Smart, man, they're taking the jump shots. They're having the ball, man, pick and rolls. And they're not getting shit. I'm shocked too, man. I'm not in a million years. I thought the Celtics gonna get washed like this. Good series, yeah.
Facts.
Washed.
I thought they had a better shot than we did.
Washed.
I knew we was gonna have to fight, but them, that's shocking.
And then the Heat already got the confidence where they're hitting jump shots. So that's it.
Bro, them niggas could that win the championship this year. That's crazy.
The Heat ain't got nothing for Denver.
That's not fact.
Of course not.
That's not fact. That's
of course not.
The shit I've seen, I'm amazed by Denver.
So what happens when Bam drops up Jokic?
Don't start with you, bro.
What happens then when Bam drops up Jokic? It's Jamal Murray that pick and roll. What happens
you
then?
Say what?
Nah, don't do that though.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. It's Joker, bro.
Nobody's stopping Joker, bro.
All right. So when Bam's strapping up Jamal Murray over the screen, then what?
Nah, but nah.
You must not watch these games.
Nobody can stop Jimmy Butler, and nobody can stop Joker.
If you really think it's gonna be that simple,
no, you think it's gonna be that simple? Then the Nuggets are gonna win the finals, and it's gonna be that simple. It ain't gonna be that simple, my boy.
You know what it's like to play a team where 8, 9 deep, them niggas can all give you 15 plus because they all trust each other and have ball moves. I had niggas laugh at me the other day because I said, yo, Bruce Brown could give you 17. And niggas was like, yo, nigga, Bruce Brown, how? I'm like, nigga, just off diving. He might hit a 3 here and then just off diving. He's going to get the ball if you go to double team. Nigga, niggas, it's ridiculous over there, bro. It's their year.
Yo, that Denver versus Miami finals is going to go.
We're recording this. So this is
recording. Yo, Reeks, that Miami should have been cute. I fuck with Jimmy Butler. It should have been cute, bro.
So when the finals happen, we got this to go back to.
That's just going to hold.
I got Miami against Denver. I got Miami in the finals and they do play.
Bulls record, you know, the Lakers don't
take on that. Fully healthy. Both teams are fully healthy. Not even fully healthy. I don't even want Tyler Hero back.
Damn.
He's gonna fuck up the whole flow.
Tyler Hero might come back and they're gonna get worse.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, that's the worst.
He's a baller.
He is a baller, but
who are you playing him over right now, Reeks? Who are you playing Tyler Hero over right now? Just because he makes more money, you gotta play him over? Like, these niggas is balling.
Yeah, boy. Everyone's making open jump shots.
Everyone's making open jump shots.
Like, who are you playing against? Who are you?
Remember, how about, a bigger problem is how
Yeah.
If the X Factor Victor Oladipo was not injured, then you would have
Yeah, nah. Sadly, man, you know I try to speak
Nah,
to
Vic
like
is done. Vic is
Oladipo's
done.
gonna be healthy, but he can't stay on the floor, man. Like you never be 100% if you're always fighting a fucking season-ending injury.
Nah, I know, rehabbing and shit. He fucked.
That the last glimpse of Victor in Indiana when he went toe to toe with Bron, that we're never gonna see that guy ever again, man.
Never. That's crazy. How about James Harden going back to Houston? Y'all
nah,
James
is cooked. He's all about the money. He's about the money.
Gee, that's your boy. What you feel like? What you feel about that?
Niggas going down, bro. He's gonna go over there to do the ISO shit, check that, go see some strippers. Niggas
he's out there to score 30,000. That's what he's trying to do. Score 30,000. He's good.
Yeah, he's gonna try to put numbers up. He's the king of fucking Houston.
That's a fact.
Yeah, but like, yo, if Embiid is the MVP, how you declining not to play with the MVP 27 years old Embiid, though? Like, we got to question Embiid, too, man. Because you question Kyrie and KD when Harden left.
You know why?
Harden knew better.
In that game 6, when they were up, the last 5 minutes of the game, Embiid didn't touch the ball.
Crazy.
That's not crazy to you?
It was just Harden. You think Harden was just fighting him then?
I mean, I think the whole team, Harden does be doing that sometimes, like brushing him off and try to do his thing. But Harden's a star, so sometimes, like, yo, look, Harden could do that. You know what I mean? When you got niggas like Tobias Harris, Ryan, or Tyrese Maxey, he is nasty, but it's like, yo, bro, it's time.
Yeah, Tyrese Maxey didn't get enough touches, bro. He didn't get enough touches, Tyrese Maxey.
He played good. I thought he played good the whole series.
No, he played good, but I'm saying he didn't get enough touches because he played really good. When you're playing good, you got to keep getting more touches. James Harden had one good game.
But then when he's having great games, bro, at the end of the game, Embiid don't touch that rock. Because you got Harden trying to get it off from the perimeter, and then you got Maxey trying to get it off from the perimeter. Because they both feel like Harden feels like he's Harden, and then Maxey's on.
So are we questioning Embiid's as a whole, since James Harden is declining not to go back over there?
Yeah, something's up.
I don't think so. The niggas like each other, but you seen the video when this nigga won MVP?
Of course. It's not personal, but when you're ring chasing, it's straight business. If you think you win a ring with somebody. That's why he left the Nets. He didn't leave the Nets to go to a bum-ass team. He's ring chasing.
Yeah, I think that's it, bro. This
from one year to the other?
Chance.
The same squad from one year to the other.
The Houston Rockets are going to trade last year's number 1.
He probably feels like this is the last chance, but he probably just about to go get a bag and chill out.
Yeah, I agree. But he could run it one more time in the Sixers, though. He could run it one more time. And the GM, that's his boy, Morey, so he'll get whatever coach he wants. So Embiid, whatever coach you want,
you think he's staying now?
I don't think he's staying, but I think he should stay one more year, depending on, you know what I mean, if they're gonna get a good coach. Because Philly got a good roster, bro. It's just Embiid style of play. But that could be altered if you have a good coach that's gonna have backdoor actions. It's not gonna be like, yo, throw the ball to Embiid and see what we get. It's always gonna be some backdoor action happening while Embiid has the ball, and they're gonna put Embiid to be responsible. Like, yo, listen, if that pass is there, you gotta make that pass.
He can't sign a 1-year contract though, Al. He can't risk more decline because
if they get Nick Nurse, if they get Nick Nurse or the Bucks coach, if they get those two dudes, Harden should resign for like one more year.
The Bucks
he needs to play one more year.
The Bucks coach?
They said that there's teams trying to get him $200 million.
He's not trash.
Yeah, he's trash. He was gonna get fired for that. The Bucks by like 30.
Nah, Ed, he's not trash. Just because he had a bad series and he lost, I mean, he's trash. Bro.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I don't think he had a bad series. I think he's a bad coach. They wanted spite of him.
I think he makes good. Adjustments in game. They have a bad series last game, yeah, but overall he made good adjustments. He makes good subs. He knows he has to put Rob Lopez out there to shoot threes, and then this other guy with the bug eyes.
Come on, Al.
Like, he knows.
Come on, Al. Everybody knows that he got.
That's Milwaukee too, bro. Ain't no superstars going over there. He got to do what he got to do. You know what I mean? With whatever talent, yeah. Grayson Allen out there, like he's a good coach, bro. A good coach to me is when you're good with the schematics and you bring more out of a player.
They blew 2 16-point leads in a row, back to back, and then one of them he allowed a 13-0 run without calling a timeout.
And then one of them, Giannis missed 15 free throws, bro. He didn't even
call a timeout to advance the ball.
Yeah, but what about when Giannis missed 15 free throws?
He scored 38 points and had 22 rebounds. Can somebody else
miss
do
15 free throws?
He got to the free throw line 15 times. Can one of you do something? Hit a shot, block a ball. Like, do I got to do it all? Like, what are you talking about? Yo, bro, I'm not trying to hit nothing in any game. I got 38 and 22.
Like, nigga, he laps Doc Rivers by like 10 times. Nigga, Doc Rivers is an awful coach.
Awful. Oh, nah, yeah, I'm not gonna argue about that.
Bulldozer's he's a way
Doc Rivers is trash.
Yo,
he makes the team nervous.
Go ahead.
Yo, Al, can you hear me?
Yeah.
You're bugging. If you
what about the head coach?
What's he talking about?
I think you're muted right now, Ops. What am I bugging about?
It probably broke out.
Yeah, I'm here now. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, now you're bugging, bro. You think Budenholzer is a good coach, bro? The nigga's terrible.
Man.
Them niggas won. Bro, they won their chip. They won their chip because Monty Williams is on some dumb shit. And that's why his ass is going too. Nah, no bullshit, bro.
DeAndre Ayton got Monty Williams. Yo, he's a good coach
this nigga joined them like on some Stephen A. Smith.
Nah, because I was running around and shit, but I was listening. I'm about to get the work and shit. And I just couldn't believe my ears. I could not believe my ears, bro. No bullshit. He's wild, bro.
Nah, he is trash.
He's a good coach.
They've been saying it, bro. They've been saying it, and it's not just them saying it.
For like 4 years.
Watching this nigga. They've been saying it forever, bro. They won in spite of him, not because of him.
Listen,
right, so we're gonna review this pod.
Injury saved him his
job, and he does well. We're gonna review this.
Kyrie injury saved him his job. Then they won the chip, right? So that buys him a year. And then Chris Middleton's injury bought him another.
Yo, Giannis got hurt though. Giannis got hurt, like he still came back, bro.
Yeah, he did, but we're not talking about the fact that the way they lost, Al. If they would have lost and it was and he didn't make the big, bro, he made mistake after mistake after mistake and no adjustment. Why are you letting Jimmy Butler play 1-on-1?
You got Jrue Holiday, who's the best defender in the league.
Yeah, but
it don't matter, bro. He's obviously too small. He's getting bro. It don't matter. You gotta throw pride to the side. Listen, the pride is for the player, not the coach. You cannot allow him to keep going with the same matchup. Let's switch it up. Let's throw something different. Yo, you fought a good fight, bro. Come back. Let's switch you off. You'll be a better help defender. Like I can't keep letting him get abused, bro. Literally, and the confidence just grew on the Heat. They're all hitting now. They're all hitting. Duncan Robinson, Gabe Vincent. Bro, I bet on them every game, bro. They're all going to hit. They're all going to get at least 8 points. And you can bet either Strus or Gabe Vincent's going to drop 15. You got to get lucky. One of the two is going to do it. It's crazy.
If Strus, Khalid Martin, Strus, and all those boys, Duncan Robinson, if they're getting good, Gabe Vincent, if they're getting good looks at the basket, they're really hitting that shit, dog.
Yeah, the one where you're screwed is if Caleb Martin is hitting. Because if Caleb Martin's hitting, then they leave him on the court longer. And he's good at everything else. Like, great defense, great
He plays good D,
yeah. He plays great defense.
And he's athletic, too. Like, he's athletic, so, like...
Yep.
Yeah, he's athletic.
Meet you at the rim.
He has, like, that 1 foot bounce, yeah.
Yeah, he fits into that. You switch everything. It's tough. What the hell? That's because of Ox.
So, hey, you're visiting the top 20 list. Where's Jimmy Butler then?
You said what?
We're visiting the top 20 list. Where you putting Jimmy Butler?
Y'all echoing.
Yeah, echoing. Yeah, I think it's Ox.
Where's the reason I think that's...
Hold up. We need it.
Ops is definitely in the boonies. You heard that, the cricket, right?
Yeah. All right, it's better. I was like, yo, what is that? Nah, so what was your question,
Heard that cricket. Huh?
What was your question?
Revisiting the top 20 list is Jimmy Butler.
Oh, he's definitely
you didn't have him in your top 20
player. Nah, he's a top 20 player. He's a top 20 player.
And I agree with you, though.
There's not 20 players that you could ask what you're asking of Jimmy Butler, and they're gonna get it done like this.
Nah, it's you know what I mean.
And it's consistently.
I mean, niggas can be wrong. That's fine. I agree with you though. Right now, I'm with you. Giannis the best player in the league. I think Giannis the best player. So I agree with you. You know what I mean? I thought KD was, and I changed my stance.
I mean, like, it's up for grabs. Yo, listen, Joker's about to be the best player in the world. He's a championship away.
That's fair.
That's fair. When Joker wins the chip, you think the league is gonna kind of try to change again? You know, how it changed kind of like when Steph won.
Like all the centers, everyone's gonna try to play center now and shit. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like they're gonna try to find centers like Joker and like the nigga from Houston.
But that's the game now. Yeah, that's the game now.
Nah, Sengun's out of there. Well, nah, he was gonna be out of there.
That's the game now. They're getting power forwards. But gee, listen, that's the game. They're getting power forwards like Sabonis, who played power forward whole NBA career, and then they're putting them at center. That's the game.
But Al, that's dangerous because look, they lost the Warriors series because of that. Literally because of that. He averages
they lost the Warriors series
a game in the regular season, and it goes to the playoffs and allows Looney to go crazy.
Yeah, but Looney gets 20 rebounds against everyone. Looney increased with the rebounds last year against the Celtics.
G, it's tough to hear you over there, G.
Yo, Looney was getting 20 rebounds in the finals last year against the Celtics, dog. That's what he does. The reason
not a game. He wasn't. No, he wasn't.
He had a couple games where he had mad rebounds, bro. He was effective.
And that's why because remember, Robert Williams was injured, and then he was able to come in late in the series, but it didn't. You got what I'm saying? It didn't make a difference.
But the reason the Kings lost, to answer your question, is because the Kings, the pupil didn't beat the master sensei. That's why the Kings lost to the Warriors. The Kings' whole fucking flow is the Warriors. Listen, the Kings' whole flow is the Warriors. Sabonis at center. That means you have kind of like a playmaker center who could switch off. Even though his defense is not as good as Draymond, of course, but he can kind of switch off.
Not as good as Draymond's.
Well, the Sabonis defense and the whole flow of motion offense, cut and go, cut back door. The Kings play just like that. So you're not gonna. They didn't beat the Celtics.
Now, offensively, you gotta just say that. Offensively, they play at the same pace, and yes, systematically, they want to take as much threes as possible, get good looks. Yeah, cool. But they play completely different, though. They play completely different. They got a lot of sets. Look, they do run a lot of the same action, but they still play different. Like they Aaron Fox is straight down mirror. He's trying to get you.
Nah, yo, they
there's
got
nobody on the Warriors that they run pick and roll like the Sacramento runs with Malik Monk. They're not running that consistently over and over.
Well,
the set that they do got similar is that they do use the Sabonis on offense the same way that the Warriors use Draymond. But defensively, bro, Sabonis can't do shit defensively. He can't switch on to nobody. That's a mismatch.
I know.
Wait, but yo, Al, what do you say about De'Aaron Fox versus Steph? Like Steph Curry is the chess piece. He's the keystone of what the Warriors do. There's no Steph Curry on the Kings, so how can they really play that much alike them? Other than putting up a lot of threes, nigga, the Heat put up a lot of threes. The Celtics put up a lot of threes.
The way they run their sets, Ops, they run the Princeton motion sets. A lot of backdoor cuts, a lot of dribble handoffs. Then when they double team when they double team De'Aaron Fox, he kicks it to Sabonis. Sabonis makes the right play. He kicks it to the corner, or he'll try to score. Even though he missed mad layups. They're literally the same. Bro, the only thing that's different between the Kings and the Golden State is Steph Curry and De'Aaron Fox is two totally different players. But but how they play, how Herter comes off the screens, the pin downs, like it's literally the same. How Monk is basically Jordan Poole coming off the dribble and doing whatever he wants off the dribble. It's literally Herter plays like Clay. It's literally this. It's literally a mirror.
They're
mirror each other.
But the Warriors don't post up nobody like Sabonis. They get the Kings make sure they post them up.
That's true. Yo, Al, but you said the Nuggets do the Princeton offense too, so the Nuggets do the same shit too?
Yeah, they run a lot of same shots.
they not exactly like Golden State, but they do run a lot of motions, a lot of pin downs. You know,
Not exactly like Golden
reaction.
State
It's like
and
the same
Kings.
reaction offense ops. Like they got a lot of the same principles.
Not exactly like Golden State and the Kings, Al, right? Not just the Warriors.
But very similar, yeah. But ops, like we're splitting hairs, like
no,
are they completely different?
I'm not. No, I'm not trying to. I'm not even saying. No, I'm literally not saying that to like argue what you're saying, bro. I'm literally just. I swear to you, I don't know if it's coming off that way. I'm just dead ass asking you the questions because I want to see. You know what I'm saying?
Similar, but not. Yeah, they're similar, but not as similar as Golden State and the Kings. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm just asking the question because you know what I'm saying, I'm not looking that deep into it. You know what I'm trying to say? And like, honestly, bro, it was really the point of this whole podcast to me is like, I did want to challenge this, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your thing on schematics. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, your obsession and Chi's obsession with the schematics aspect of it. I
always like the game.
No, not the bias. No, not the bias. Not the bias. I was just wanting to challenge that because I feel it's way more to it than how simple you guys like to put it, you know, or you like to put it. You know what I'm saying? Because she's not here, so I'm not gonna say that. But I know he feels similar, so that's the only reason I'm assuming that. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to challenge that because like I said, I harp. It's not 2K, bro. Like we can't.
It's not as simple as that.
It's not as we can't just have like an idea of how we want things to look and press a button and the player is gonna do what we want them to do. Like that's not how it works, and that's when coaches, you know, that's what happens because coaches like to go with other teams with the same philosophy they used on the last team, but they got different guys. You might have the same skills, they might have a 6'9" wing like they had with the other team, but this guy's not the same dog. This guy don't have the same temperament, so he don't execute the same, and they get in trouble. You know what I'm trying to say? That I wanted to challenge that. I wish Chiefs could stay on a little longer. Because
I can answer that for you. I can answer that for you. So there's a couple of things you said. It's really the same though, because the GM's job is to create the team on how they play to go along with your superstars and in the scheme of what the coach wants to put out there on the floor. So it really is 2K for the GM's point of view.
But no other Bam Adebayo in the league.
And to agree with you, yes, you can't have Herter play. Herter's not Clay. Sabonis is not Draymond. Fox is not Curry. That's why they lost to the Warriors, because they're not them. But do they play similar? Do they play really similar the way they want to, the style they want to play? Yes, they had the third best record in the league. They blew out the Warriors the first two games. They blew them out.
Yeah, no, I know. That's not that's not my point. My fault, because I'm outside getting gas right now. I have to move. Yo, but yeah, no, my point is not that, because look, you use Steph Curry against De'Aaron Fox. It's two totally different players. I'm just saying,
but
like,
they're still saying the high ball screen ops. They're still saying the high ball screen ops is different than Curry. He's not settling. He's getting to the basket for easy flow to easy lays.
It's not that he's not settling. It's not that he's not settling, Al. He's not Steph Curry, so he's not.
Yeah,
he's not a marksman.
Move off the ball like that.
Yeah, I agree,
the
but
same way
still
Steph Curry really doesn't get the ball in the
ops.
mid range like that.
Yeah, no, I get it, bro.
Your job to go under the screen. If he goes under the screen, wasn't Fox bombing niggas when they went under the screen?
Yeah, but he's not a shooter like that. He got hot.
Nah, he's not. But was he bombing niggas?
for
He's not a shooter like that for sure. Nobody's a shooter like Curry. But but DeAndre Fox
Nah,
is still
not
bombing
even like that.
Like I said, it's not even like my whole point was just like I said, it's like it's a lot more. It's a lot more intricate than just the schematic. You know what I'm trying to say? And like
it really is not though, Obbs.
It is, bro. I mean,
last year, the Kings.
Nah. You guys gotta understand.
What did the Kings do last year? What did the Kings do? All right, to answer your question.
Both matter.
What did the Kings do last year? What was the Kings' records last year? And what did they do last year opposed to this year? And suddenly they were third in the seed. Some people had them favorites over Golden State. What are the difference between this year and last year for the Kings? What do they do?
I don't. Yeah, they were better this year.
The Kings, bro, they got
the rookie. They got the rookie Murray.
Yep. Malik Monk.
Okay.
Mitchell Robinson. Not Mitchell Robinson, but Davion Mitchell.
Davion Mitchell. They got Towels. He was playing great too off the bench.
Trey Lyles was crazy off the bench.
So
it's a lot of difference.
So it has nothing to do with Mike Brown coaching for.
Yes, exactly. It does.
It does.
Taking their whole system And the way they play
Yeah, but
basketball
he's
and doing
saying
the same thing in the Kings.
He got the same principles, but they run it completely different. Like meaning they're trying to jack up the same amount of threes. They run a lot of similar sets, but they attack differently. They're not. The Aaron Fox is not running off the ball like that, and Steph Curry's not on the ball like as much as the Aaron Fox is.
They went to game 7 with the Warriors, bro.
The only thing is, it sounds crazy.
Yo, but Ed, Ops, you're better. You're good too, though. Like what you're saying does matter. Both matter. Looks, the scheme matters, the coaching matters. But yo, bro, it doesn't matter what the coach tells the player if the player is acting scary, if he's hesitating, if his demeanor's not there. So I get what you're saying too. Temperament does matter, but so does the scheme.
That's what I'm trying to say earlier. Just because
both things is right, though. Both things is right.
That's what I'm saying. Just because one is not one or the other.
It's not one or the other. Both matter.
Sure.
I'm agreeing that definitely both things matter. But I feel like when I hear you guys talk, you guys minimize it down to just the scheme.
Because it starts at the scheme, though. It starts at the scheme. The scheme should be built to have your players succeed.
Yes.
So if you have a scheme that doesn't even have your players succeeding, you can even get to the conversation of, all right, but who's tougher than who?
Yes.
Because you're already at a disadvantage. Because the scheme, because for Embiid, you have PJ Tucker in no man's land. Use an example. You have PJ Tucker in no man's land. The scheme is not benefited Embiid.
Yeah, Ed, you wasn't here for that argument early on, but we was even looking at Game 6 footage of why Embiid, because I'm telling him, like, Cheese is like, yo, bro, it just the way that the what the Sixers is doing is not really putting Embiid in a position to be able to what's the word I'm looking for?
Maximize his skill set, maximize his efficiency.
Take advantage of the mismatch. Take advantage of the mismatch.
Is that temperament?
Huh?
I mean,
I think that's the schematic, bro. No
schematic.
Bullshit, Ops. That's not a lie. Listen, both things in that case, both things are prevalent. He is not. They're getting no scheme, bro. He's not getting the ball in position to succeed. Right. That's one. But two, he's also he's way too willing to take them shots.
Yes.
From where where he's catching because he got the skill. That's the problem with skill sometimes. It's like that. He's confident that the next one, what's he going to think that the next shot is going to miss? He's getting good looks. So the looks that he usually hits, when they're missing, he doesn't understand. Like, yo, bro, fuck that. Put the ball down on the ground and get up in there. Get a dunk. Get a couple dunks. He does. I don't think because he's so finesse with the game, bro. We've never seen a big man move like that.
Yeah, but Ed,
so it bites him in the ass sometimes.
But when he wants to do that, when he wants to get downhill, he can because they're gonna send a double right away.
At will.
And
at will.
Right, no, but so so what I use, so what I was telling them then, I was like, yes, I agree. We literally looked at the tape and we saw like they're putting him in bad situations because you got. Like, he's trying to post up a smaller guy, and then you got fucking DeAnthony Melton in the short corner, like, flashing to the basket. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, just making, like, so his player is there to help.
This is the problem.
But still, I showed them, we were going through a thing where it was Embiid backing down Malcolm Brogdon, and then DeAnthony Melton is bringing Jason Tatum to the basket to help. But it's like, bro, you telling me that if Embiid understood the moment, it was like 83-81, Game 6. Sixers is up 2. And you telling me Embiid can't say, yo, bro, fuck whatever Doc want me to do or is put me in position to do. I need to get a basket right now. I'm backing this nigga all the way down. If Jason Tatum comes to help, I'm pump faking, I'm shoving him, and I'm dunking or I'm getting fouled. You know what I'm trying to say? And then what I use as an example versus that, I'm like, bro, look at Giannis. And in my opinion, Bud is not putting them niggas in the best position. The GM did a great job of giving him Brook Lopez spacers so he could have room to operate. But at the end of the day, Bud is not a good coach, and I don't think he put Giannis in the best position. But what is Giannis? An absolute dog. The kind of nigga who can't shoot free throws, but is so much of a dog that goes 18 for 18 in the finals because he don't care. Like, he don't care. He airballs the free throws. Niggas boo him. He don't care. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I think superstars. Last thing I'll say. I think superstars overall surpass, like, will exceed any schematic. Like, you got a guy who's that good, it don't matter. Like, he does it.
LeBron. What was they saying that he tried to set up a play for Kyle Korver, David Blatt, and LeBron was like, "Yo, bro, give me the ball, give me the ball." Obviously, we're talking about LeBron, but bro, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
Like
he
the
made the
superstar.
shot, but Ops, that's just the result. Like, all right, how about there's
If he
times that
missed it,
LeBron,
yeah,
he failed a lot.
yeah, I get it.
But Ops,
You know what
to
I'm
answer your
saying? But
question,
I don't know.
but Ops, to answer your question,
that's not the question if he's a dog or not. But it's
no, but listen, Ops, to answer your question, before the reason I put schematics, and skill, like before anything, and that is because to me, before we have a conversation on little things like that, I feel like the circumstances got to be even or beneficial. Like if you have a good system, right? If you have a good roster and you're still not producing, that's an issue. You know what I mean? That's an issue. With like Jalen and Tatum, that's an issue, bro. But if you have a bad to Embiid's credit, if you have a bad scheme that's not maximize your skills, and you know what I mean, you're not producing, that's an excuse. I'll give you that excuse.
Nah, but he got a good roster too, though.
That's another thing I was gonna say.
Yeah,
and we're
but the
saying
schematics is bad.
We're saying that these niggas that they're not putting Embiid in the best position. It's because we're like, you know, we're splitting hairs essentially as to why this nigga can't get the buckets when he needs to get them, why his points per game go down in the playoffs. But at the end of the day, bro, it's not like the 76ers is running the shit show. They won 50-something games.
That's a fact.
Hey, I agree. That's why this episode is called Matchups.
Yeah, a game of matchups. A game of matchups. And you know what I'm trying to say?
It's funny though how Embiid always does struggle in the playoffs.
So if both schemes, so listen, so to answer your question, so if both schemes are beneficial to star players, if both teams have good rosters, right? If we keep checking that list off, we're gonna end up getting to matchups, and then is about matchups. Because if I'm not gonna sit there and say, oh, the Celtics got a bad scheme, the Celtics got a banging scheme. They got a banging scheme. They got good ass roster. But is the matchup? The matchups come.
Atlanta, bro. They struggled this whole playoffs, bro. Something's up. It's bigger than it's not just the Heat matchup well against them. Yeah, they do. The Heat can match up, but the Heat, if you look at the way they play, they're gonna match up against everybody good. Why? Because they play hard, and if they're hot, they can shoot good.
Why? Because they got a center,
bro. Huh?
But now you made my point for me that he are always going to match up good against anyone because look how they constructed their roster.
Yeah, their stars show up. Their star shows up.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can leave your center. But listen, Ed. But listen, Ed.
Defensively, he's playing great offense.
28 teams. But Ed, 28 teams. Ed, but listen, 27, 28 teams. Listen, Ed, you could match up hunt the center of 28 to 27 teams in the league. You could match up hunt their center.
Right.
So,
but there's not 27 bad teams in the league.
Exactly. There's like, yeah, you know what I mean?
But go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
So in the matchups, when you're one of your primary go-tos is to match up hunt the center, and that's not available, then it's mano a mano, is wing player against wing player at that point. Like I'm also showing highlights of the Celtics playing the Sixers. Yo, niggas is coming off of screens and shooting right over Embiid. Embiid was in the drop position, waiting for niggas in the paint, and niggas is coming off the screen and pulling up. That right there, the style of play and matchups, man. Like that's why the Heat match up against anyone, because Bam is not gonna give you that drop step, pull up three to get yourself going.
Yeah, but that's the way they play too. That's the way they coach it up, because that's the strategy we went to against the Warriors. AD could play. I trust AD, but that's my whole
point.
AD too. AD's another one. So I trust AD. You trust him on guards, right? But Steph Curry was hunting him in the game, and there was a certain game he was hunting him. You get what I'm saying? Like, yo, so you gotta be careful when you say that, because there's certain guards that, that's barbecue chicken for them. Like, that's not really the one-on-one matchup you want. It doesn't matter what big, but it just so happens that the Celtics' best players are the same size as Bam, pretty much. Bam is 6'10". Jason Tatum 6'8", and the other dude is 6'7", Jaylen Brown, and they're struggling with the jump shot. so they can't even make him pay. He's kind of sagging. He's big enough that they can't really blow by him. You get what I'm saying? He got quick, good feet, and they're missing jump shots. So now you get what I'm saying? Excellent defense. But if
you said no, I agree. But you said that he are going to match up good against anyone because if they match up against the Nuggets, you don't have to go under the screen or over the screen against Jamal Murray. You could just switch it to Bam, and I trust Bam in the perimeter against Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray going to hit a couple shots on him.
Guard the Joker right there.
Yeah, then give it Joker. Give up the 2.
Who's gonna be
give up the 2 instead of the 3.
Who?
Yeah.
Who's gonna guard him?
Nobody.
That's what I'm saying. That's what we're struggling with, bro. He's so intelligent. That's really what's going on. Like he's a mastermind. Real talk. That's gonna be the difference. Like Giannis, he plays hard as great. Bless his heart. He's a beast, an animal. But he doesn't always play with IQ. And it's not because it's just probably the culture. Like he didn't grow up playing basketball. I'm pretty sure, right? I don't know if that's a fact, but I don't think he grew up playing basketball.
Yeah, maybe not from the get.
Yeah, he picked it up late. He's an animal. Beautiful story. But that Joker looks, he plays like if he grew up playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like he just knows the game, bro. So he's attacking us. He got the beautiful dribble handoff. Then he got such a flow for the game that he knows when to fake it and spin, go to the other side. He got euros. He's hitting floaters. He got fade away. Like, bro, he got a lot of touch. He knows he got the beautiful touch pass over. Like, he'll let the dude go around. And once he sees you're in trail, then he throws it right over for a layup. He sees the backdoor cut for the alley. Like, what the fuck? Like, bro, this dude is cutting us from every side. We can't switch the screen because he's coming up. He'll post up right away. And that's the problem with Embiid. I don't think he's posting up. Like, he's willing to catch the ball at the 3. Joker only catches the ball at the 3 if he wants to. Because if he wants to catch that shit with both feet in the paint, there's nothing that anybody could do, bro. That dude he's a problem, bro. He really is a problem. And that's really if LeBron was like a little bit like 10% better right now, we would be at least 2-1 in this series. Because you see the first 2 games, LeBron shot a 3 to take the lead in game 1. Missed it. We lost by 5. In game 2, we lost by 3, I think, or by 4.
I cut off for a little bit, but I heard you talking about you know what I think our biggest problem really this whole series is? At the end of the day, just Jamal Murray, bro. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, this nigga's hitting, like, he's like, you know what I'm trying to say? And it's simple, because, bro, if he don't go crazy in that fourth quarter, if he don't get 23, let's just say he gets 10, which is still a good fourth quarter, y'all probably win that game. Fair to say?
But that's what, listen, you could give him credit. Let's give him credit. But if LeBron scores 8 instead of like 4, if Anthony Davis hits 2 shots, like we only lost, listen, it's a 5-point game, but it was really just a 3-point loss because we had a foul at the end. LeBron took the 3 to tie it and missed.
Yeah.
We hit a couple shots, so he could go crazy. I think we're doing a good job. It's tough, bro. What I was basically saying, they got with Joker and the system they play, they got so many ways to cut you. And then when the role players is hitting shots, it's like, damn. Because we're playing the scheme. The scheme is we're going to let AD, he's going to cool off either Jeff Green, Aaron Gordon, or Bruce Brown, right? Bro, Bruce Brown's hitting 3s. Jeff Green came in and hit a couple. And Aaron Gordon found a little zone. Like, he knows he's doing a better job timing his cuts to the basket. You got what I'm saying?
I just feel like even the shots that this nigga Jamal Murray's hitting, it's some kind of shots where it's like he's too good, bro. He's hitting shots over AD. Like we're talking about AD could switch on the guard. This nigga's hitting shots over AD. Like, you know what I'm trying to say, over LeBron. Like, he's just wilding, bro. And the shots are just timely. They're just like timely shots.
He's doing it. He's doing his thing.
Because, bro, if he don't get 30 in that first half the other day, like, you know what I'm saying? How does that game go? If he don't get 23 and 1 in the fourth, how does that game go? Like, I don't know, man.
He's stepping up to the plate. Yo, Jimmy Butler, bro. When you see when he pointed at Grant Williams yesterday?
Yeah.
You saw it. He took his heart. Yo, bro. I can't even believe he's trolling him like that. Then he called the timeout in front of Al. Al Horford wanted to kill him.
Yeah,
You know how
he
them
was violent.
Dominicans are. Al Horford wanted to kill him right there. If he had a machete, he would have cut him. He's like, yo, Jimmy Butler's he's a dog. I can see him in a Laker uniform in a couple years.
Yeah.
You know how we do business. You know how we do business over there. Nah, we're taking like at 34. You know how
What's
we
up,
rock.
man? Everybody got some questions, man? Voice of the reasons. You got any questions?
Yo, what happened to the boxing shit? You niggas
free John Morant.
Oh, it's free John Morant for sure.
That's you. Who's the voice of the? What's the questions at?
What happened?
Explain to me what the fuck happened with that Haney Lomachenko fight.
Let me ask you, what was your feeling towards the fight? How you had it?
Thought he got beat up.
No, but like, did you score the fight? You thought he got beat up?
Thought he got beat up. Thought he was getting jabbed up left and right. I thought he landed way more shots. I thought he landed way more clean shots, good shots. Like just watching it visibly, like it just felt like Lomachenko won the fight. You know what I'm trying to say? I try to pay attention to the little things, the body shots, you know what I'm trying to say? I'm not Haney was tagging him too.
Yo, Ob, you should have waited. We should have waited to talk about that fight and then until you have your computer, because I sent you the whole fight. I sent the link to the whole fight, so you got the link in the background while you talk about this. Would have been lit.
Yeah, I had to leave, but I don't know, bro. Just like I said, if I missed something, that's what I'm trying to say. Maybe I'm like I don't got a trained enough eye. So
you're on Max Kellerman, man. You're the boxing guy. What's up?
Nah, Max Kellerman's getting chewed up. Max Kellerman's getting chewed up right
He's
now.
An idiot. He is talking stupid. He's annoying.
Did you watch the fight with the volume on?
I was in my brother's crib. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did watch it with the volume on.
So you was listening to the commentators, right?
Yeah, but I promise you, I wasn't listening to commentators.
Then the crowd. How about the crowd? You can hear the crowd erupt.
Nigga, bro. I'm watching this nigga's head bounce back repeatedly, like all fight. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't know.
That's
but like
fair.
I said,
I'm just trying to get like. Listen, for the most part, what I hear people saying is it could have went either way, 7-5. What everybody's in an uproar about is the one judge had it 116 or 112. That's a 3-round difference. But the other two judges still had Devin Haney winning by 1 round. Like he won the fight by 1 round, 7-5. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say this. I fucking I was tweaking in the chat when I was talking about how, you know what I'm saying, maybe like 7-2 this time the third. That part of it, I was probably just overstating a little bit, but I think he won that fight, bro.
Nah, that's fair. A lot of people feel that way, but this is the thing though. There's a lot of swing rounds. There's a lot of things that go into account. Boxing, what people say, there's politics involved. You know what I'm saying?
I think
Devin Haney. Yeah, he's.
I think those where I play a little more here.
Fighter. Huh?
I think those where I play a little more here. The politics of it. You know what I'm trying to say?
It's not so much. All right, so let's give the stats of the fight. Bro, in 5 rounds, Devin Haney landed more punches. In 3 rounds, they were even. So that only leaves 4 rounds that Lomachenko, and that's not necessarily to say you win the round because we land more punches, but that you get what I'm saying? That kind of get like paint a little picture like, yo, them rounds wasn't as one-sided as people who think that he got robbed would like to believe. You get what I'm saying? Even if you think he landed the better shots. Which he could have. He had the better flurries, but he missed a lot of shots too. Devin threw less punches, but landed at a higher percentage. So it's basically how you like. And Devin also doesn't throw combinations like that. He plot shots. So it's basically your eye. Like it depends on what you're judging for, like how you judging a fight. But I don't know. I think it was a close fight. I think Loma won though.
All right, word.
I think Loma won.
Yo, can you hear me real quick?
Too.
Yeah.
Yo, what do you think Haney did well? That's what I need. What do you think Haney did well?
Well, going into the fight, he did the rounds that he won. I think he did going into the fight. His game plan was he stopped Lomachenko's known for his angles. He kept Lomachenko in front of him. He kept his distance. He put the jab on him and he touched up the body. Now, Devin Haney's deficiencies, the fact that his offensive repertoire is not the best. Like he doesn't throw the great right hand. He doesn't throw punches and bunches, like combinations and shit. So his attack is stagnant. Like it's the same shit over and over. So it's easy to kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Lomachenko got used to it. he had success in a couple rounds. But what I think Devin he messed up on is his defense. He kept getting hit with that straight. You know what I'm saying? The thing is though, Lomachenko still has like amateur tendencies. Like he doesn't put nothing behind them shots. You feel me? So you're saying he's hitting them hard, but I don't think he rocked them in that fight. I don't know.
Yeah,
no. That he rocked them.
No. Yeah, that's one thing I will definitely take away from him is like for as many shots as he landed, bro, this nigga Devin's Haney's face was supposed to be swole up. You know what I'm trying to say? He
like he didn't fight. It was tough, bro. That's a tough fight to you automatically knowing that they're both going in there to box, and nobody's get so there is like, and they both are counter punchers pretty much. Like Lomachenko, even though he goes forward a lot, he's still a counter puncher. He's waiting to make you miss, to make you pay. It's like you knew it was gonna be a thinking man's fight, so it was gonna be hard to judge unless somebody got dropped. That would have made it a lot more clearer. You know what I'm saying? The fact nobody got rocked, nobody got dropped, it made it a tough fight to judge. Nobody went for broke. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's better for us as Americans. We get to see Devin Haney get knocked out by Tank. Straight up.
That's the reason why they score that fight like that, man. They try to see that fight. Or Shakur.
Shakur gotta wait. When it comes to the politics right now, they're gonna get Tank Davis. Well, Devin Haney's gonna want that. He got all the belts, but what you really after your prize fighter, you after the money and the fame. Just the people, like, you know what I'm saying? Tank Davis got motion. He's the one right now. He's making shit move.
Yo, I gotta get up out of here, fellas. I'm gonna holler at y'all.
You already, my boy.
Nobody else got any other questions, man?